would say Wynandir, lies slain a powerful cleric, an incredibly powerful cleric, servant of the goddess of betrayal and malice, of Lolth, that a group of returned to glory, returned to life adventurers have brought her down, slain at the height of her power. So, if everyone is ready, take a look at those character sheets. It's been a little bit here, and let us hop right back into where we last left it off. Friends, we return below the Tower of Bazosan, which, yes, last time we charged the tower and slew many a demon that were present there defending the space. We descended down into the laboratory chamber, where our, final battle against Major Mother Wiverton began anew. It was truly a deadly combat, with all manner of sort of fiends being summoned and hordes of spider servants, but through some great teamwork, a whole lot of dispelling and damage we did, we were victorious. Stopping the summoning that the Matron Mother Wiverton was performing, summoning that off, Veruan, the God Eater, a demigod, sort of a spawn, direct spawn, a son, if you will, of Lolth, that she was trying to summon into this world. Apparently this God Eater got its name because it, at one point, when the gods walked this world, took a nasty bite out of the God of Light, Pelor. But he's no longer concerned. Banished back to the Abyss, we now look around this destroyed battlefield, the shimmering runes that we used to summon and open this portal, now dead and magicless. The sound of battling is still happening above the tower here, but soon enough, you guys are certain, with the portal now closed, no more demons will arrive to battle the forces of the Aurora Watch above. As we see, stepping on up, all of you, having defeated the terrible Matron Mother, the Warlock, the Cleric, the Sorcerer, whatever you wish to call her, all of you glance about. You find no notes or scrolls on her body, but there are some magical items that could be of use to you in the future. As you guys all step up, is there any conversations? Do we want to look through her magic items first? Do we want to be fast about it, head back up, join the rest of the battle against the demons above? What do you guys want to do?
Loot that body.
If you want to grab everything, I've got a vault I can put it in for us. Just in case there's something with it that would otherwise come with us that we don't want.
You want to put her whole body in? She's pretty big. Look at this big rider.
No. I would put her items in it, not her body. No. It just is a way of keeping everything sort of secure and not, putting anything lingering on us we don't want until we have time to look at it.
Yes, okay. Let's strip this bitch.
Does anyone have detect magic to just be like that, and that? Throw it in,
I could probably originally catch it, but...
I have the wand.
The wand.
The wand to detect magic. Yeah.
The wand?
Yeah.
Okay. You cast it. You see she has 3 magical items. 2 that she never got to use, and 1 that you saw her, you see on her art here, you see this crown, this, tiara type of thing that she has. That is a magic item. She has a magical set of bracers on her, and she had flung over her back that she never got to use a quiver of arrows that is magical.
Okay.
And you can grab all 3 of those and just throw it in the bag for now.
Is there anything else that lights up?
To make sure that they are...
Oh, Jess, go ahead.
As I say, to make sure that that we are kept safe from anything that may be there. I'm going to actually put them inside an amber vault.
Gotcha. Frozen in time. Very good. What were you saying, Zach?
Is there anything else around that is lighting up with the detect magic?
Plenty of things, right? There are some little magical tomes nearby. None of them have magical powers themselves, but contain like demon summoning runes and stuff like that, bedeviled by strange magic. There is the ground itself is like defiled, so it radiates a little bit of sort of corrupting evocation in conjuration magic. These giant sort of vats of strange like acids are all enchanted. They function as unholy water. And if you're familiar, basically that's like opposite of holy water. Basically, if you throw it at celestials, it hurts them. But if undead or demons or fiends of any kinds drink it, it acts as healing potions for them. Right? Stuff like that. Let's see. Nothing more like major. However, I will say, Alondra, you can give me an investigation roll. You can have advantage with your. Oh no, it's not you. You're sorry. There's gonna be a wand of detection, right? So Ayla, if you can give me a investigation roll, you can have advantage.
You said investigation?
Investigation, yes.
Oh, nice.
18's good. Looking on through, most of the texts here are all kind of like turning to dust, falling away. The pages are yellowed and kind of destroyed by many fires and disasters that happened here. But up here, as you're passing on by, Ayla, you find tucked inside of a tome, there is a spell scroll of very potent magic that is just sort of sitting in there, kind of behind some books. On an 18, your eye is keen enough to notice it.
Yeah, she would tell them.
Very good. Inspecting it, Alondra, you can give me a quick Arcana check to be just like, oh, this is, rather than having to wait for like an identify later on.
24.
Alondra, incredible find. With the detect magic from your friend there, Alondra, you have your hands on an 8th level spell called Tsunami in your possession now.
Ooh.
Tsunami is a gigantic fucking spell. It takes a minute to cast. It has a range of 1 mile. And it, over like 6 rounds, basically rolls over it's a 300-foot long, 300-foot high wave of water that does a ton of damage, knocks everyone fucking prone, drags people to the ground, nearly drowns them. It's a pretty rough time.
If you allow me, I'll take that spell scroll and put it to my collection. I have a couple that I have not transcribed yet.
Mm-hmm. I will say you won't be able to, well, no, I believe you won't be able to attempt this one because Tsunami is a druid-only spell.
Oh, interesting. I did not notice. Okay.
Yeah. But still, very, very useful. You realize it's like a one-time use. Okay. With that, you guys rush back outside. Above, you see battle happening still. Looking out across the distance here, as you guys emerge, you see a bunch more of these demons, a bunch of more of those like crab-style demons, Glabrezu, that are rushing around. You see a bunch of Barlguras, which are these like giant ape demons that are leaping from wall to wall, attacking people. And you see some spellcasting demons nearby as well, who are sort of ensorceling and enchanting some of the warriors to turn them against their allies and such. As you all emerge, however, it is undeniable. You see the forces of Aurora Watch over the next 30-40 minutes, as you guys will join them in combat, will slowly dwindle and then push the demons back until finally closing them back within the Tower of Basosan. As we see, after some 40 minutes have gone by and all of you are sort of breathing heavily, exhausted, looking on out, we see the last moments of this massive combat as all of you, the party here, caked in demonic blood and guts, covered in bruises and scratches from fighting all of these like numerous demons. It's like we won the big scary battle against the bad guy, the leader bad guy, and then there's like so many more soldiers left outside to fight, right? So I think you guys have that reminiscent feeling of Doomeran. First time we sort of sieged that city as well, when that battle happened, all of those fight after fight moments we had. As we see, the very last thing that happens is all of you back to back fighting, spells going off, arrows flying across the battleground, healing, explosions, slashing of blades here, enchanting song. And we see two massive, muscly, sort of meaty arms of Varen Thalis. His armor ripped and shredded, like torn off his body. He's like nearly shirtless with like this cloth like shirt like ripped hanging off of him, blood pouring down the side of his face here, his sort of long silvery white hair kind of half red with blood as he pushes and slams closed the gates of the tower of Bassosan.
I cover Ayla's eyes. Don't look, he's indecent.
Push our hands. Stop it.
As you see all of these soldiers nearby, all standing there, breathing heavily. Some of them fall into their knees. Some of them still proudly, exhausted and wounded. We see people like with arrows in their shoulders and such, holding the banners of the Kryn dynasty high above as they flutter in the wind. As Varen turns around and raises his his fate-bound glaive, his magical weapon that also has the flag of the dynasty that's like how caked in blood as well, holding it up as all of these soldiers, these like hundreds, these thousands of soldiers, all yeah, huzzah, all roar in victory here as you see them sort of throwing their helmets up in the air as well here, as you hear them, hail the queen, hail task hand, hail heroes, as they turn to you as well here, as cheers go on through the crowd here. You see people falling to their knees from exhaustion as many of these healers are running up and doing whatever healing is necessary here. You see walking through the crowd is pretty fucked up herself as well here. She has straight up an arrow that she's trying to pull out of her neck is Professor Wacko, who walks on out and says, well, nice and concluded. Daskant, that suggestion I had, and you see she points over to a wagon being brought over by a bunch of these like large like waste ox creatures filled to the brim with dynamite, just like so many explosive devices. She points to it, and Taskian Varen puts his hand up, says, your genius is appreciated, Professor, but we cannot simply blow the tower up. I'm afraid I wouldn't actually do anything for the conjurations and the demon summoning sigils that lie on the ground within the very grounds here. I'm afraid that you will have to save your explosions for another time. Instead, a ritual might be needed in the future to permanently seal this place. And he turns to look at... she goes, sure, and throws you a barrel of dynamite, just like a big 40-pound barrel of dynamite. Well, you have a barrel. Good luck with that. It's extremely volatile. Do not take any fire damage. It will go off, just so you know. Excellent. Mark down, you have 7 sticks of dynamite.
Odo with the mage around.
Yeah. You see, Varen looks on over. Varen looks on over and says, worry not, brave heroes. What we've done today will echo into eternity. For the queen, for the dynasty. And he raises his staff and everyone again, huzzah, huzzah, hoorah! As he sort of turns and looks over to Ayla. He approaches you, Ayla, and kisses you. And looks across the battlefield here, and you see on his face that like how exhausted he is, like how wounded. Like Varen has nearly 200 something hit points himself. He's a level 20 fighter guy. He's very powerful. He's in the like 20s or 30s left, right? He's been battling for like 50 minutes straight. He's been fighting for a long time.
She'll give him a level, because she has a level 5, I think, or she has a level 4. She'll give him a level 4 cure wounds.
Excellent. Yeah, as you sort of place your hands on his chest, he breathes and sort of breathes out a little more. He says, "Still not over, huh? This place will always be a blemish upon the dynasty, But you've shown me before, you have this incredible power to destroy corruption, I think one day, if you're still up for it, we might be able to remove the corruption from these lands forever."
Of course, I told you that's what I wanted to do. That way you don't have to stay here.
Good. Although I'm afraid, while I get to perhaps rest even briefly, I believe you must head to your home now, yes?
Oh, we didn't really talk about that yet. I don't think we're going to go right away, right?
That's what I
Icons,
figured.
that
I
would
just
be-
remember. I remember a conversation being. There was a choice to be made between the dynasty and the empire, and you and your friends chose to help us first, Chose to help. Well, there's no really us. This is your country as much. This is your kingdom as much as it is mine, Rest, recover yourselves, I would love more than anything to spend the rest of this day with you to rest and recover, but I must return, I must delegate, I must finish whatever wavered foul things are left in this place.
I totally understand. No, we would be here if you need us.
I've learned that very well. And he smiles, gives you another kiss, and he turns back to the soldiers and starts going to them like, "We did it, soldiers, we did it, everyone, nicely done." As everyone is sort of absolutely looking at him, kind of starstruck, having seen him do all these like insane things in the combat. As you all have this moment of sort of stepping off to the side and realizing like, whew, it's over. We did it. All the killing is done. We get to rest. As there is a little fast forward we do here. Some hours that pass, a day that passes. You guys are still at the edge of Bazzoxan in a camp that has been like set up ahead of time, just outside of the border of Bazzoxan there where the army was staying. A lot of the army has moved into the territory of Bazzoxan there. But we are all kind of outside currently, in a set of tents. And I think we see you guys bandaged, right? We see like Alcina with like bandages over her shoulders. Alondra, you have like a set of bandages and wraps around your like belly at the moment. Talion, you have like a nasty wound from one of the spiders on the back of your neck that's been like tended and like mended, like wrapped with bandages and everything. Odo, I don't think you took a single point of damage that combat. I'm trying to remember. I don't recall. Odo, you're just fine. Yeah, you're maybe a little tired, but that's about it.
Yeah, he had 14 hit points left.
Yeah. Ayla, you have like along the side of your forearm and such, like burns from those like lightningable spells that blasted you from those like crab demon things that were attacking.
And I think she would help get all of them taken care of before she worried about her arm. But she would help the healers help them get better.
Awesome. As you guys are setting up, I think if you guys wanted to here, we can say, Alcina, if you wanted to dispel that amber vault here, we can identify those items.
Well, that's what I was curious. Like, could I identify them through the amber vault? It doesn't say they're on like a different.
I don't
plane.
know. Can you click the amber vault thing so I can see?
If I had bothered to actually fill it in as a spell instead of just writing its name. I'm looking. I'm reading the spell separately. Give me one quick sec here. I can throw this in. Keep copying that. Populate this real quick. I was like,
Amber
I did
Vault.
not.
Let me see.
Oh, there you go.
Amber Vault. This is a 4th level spell. I don't know if you have access to such magic at all. Is this from like a magic item you got or something?
So
or...
this is from Ritual Caster.
Right, but this is a 4th level spell. Ritual Caster would let you have 1st level spell.
No, on this one, because we hadn't pulled the 2024 rules yet, this is the 2014
Right.
Ritual Caster, which
but that also...
gives you it lets you start with them, but it lets you pick up spells to put in and add to your book, as long as they are just rituals.
Right. Let me take a look. All right. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Looking through it, sigils. The character use action to speak a single word and contents. Stored there. It's I believe it's supposed to be a extra dimensional space type of thing, kind of like a bag of holding, right? It's sort of like a bag of holding. So no, you cannot expect them in the gem.
No, that's fair. But yeah, so I'll dispel them, and I will use identify their ritual casting.
Yeah, all of you guys can sort
identify.
Yeah, both of you can inspect these items. That's fine.
I have one job. Leave me alone.
What do you mean? I'm the wizard.
You have. Just let you a wizard. As you look through these here, you guys will learn what these items are. There are 3 magical items in question here that we might have some use for. There is a set of bracers, which are a spellcaster only kind of an item called the bracers of Spell Barrage. These are very rare magical bracers that say when you cast a cantrip, you can use a bonus action to cast that same cantrip again.
Holy shit.
So you can just keep blasting cantrips on your turn.
That's insane.
Let me tell you, for Warlock players, this is the best friend you can possibly find. Next up, you find a magical quiver that seems to have strange, aberrant, crazy magic on it that looks something like this, and it is called a psychic quiver. This is a magical item. It requires attunement by a creature with intelligence score of 13 or higher, and you can put a bunch of non-magical arrows in it, and when you pull out an arrow from it, that arrow will do additional 1d6 points of psychic damage. But if you roll a 6 on the die for the damage, the target is affected by Detect Thoughts spell for 1 singular round. They make an int save, and you can immediately probe deeper into their thoughts and steal some information from them. After which the arrow becomes non-magical. Thought Stealer arrows. And then finally, that circlet, that tiara, that Viverton had the whole time, first time we fought her as well, the reason her spells were always so nasty, is because of a legendary item, another legendary item we get to add to our collection here. Also very specific, it is something called a Crown of the Sorcerer Queen. This is a legendary item, requires attunement by a sorcerer. It says while you wear it, you gain +2 to AC, spell attacks, and spell save DC. When you start your turn with 0 sorcery points, you immediately gain 1 sorcerer point. Additionally, you can cast Detect Magic, Identify at will, and you have advantage on the Arcana check to learn about magical things. And then finally, when you deal damage with a sorcerer spell, you can spend sorcery points to deal 1d6 extra damage per point.
Fuck, where was that for?
An incredibly powerful sorcerer item. Those are the 3 items you had on her.
Her staff.
Her staff was just something called a demon staff, which is a quarterstaff plus one quarterstaff. However, if wielded by a creature, if wielded by a worshipper of Lolth, the goddess of malice, it becomes a +3 magical staff that also lets her cast Blight spell as an action at will.
I'm going to
So it's
rebrand
cool if you're
this as
evil.
The staff of the priestess of Loth. You don't need to know what it actually is. Sell it to sell it to some fucking item connoisseur.
Yeah, mark it down in your inventory. Demon staff +1.
Cool.
Excellent. Once again, you guys do have an extra attunement slot. Remember, you have 4 attunement slots, but still, I don't know what kind of items you're using, if you even want any of these items.
What do we guys think? I mean, we only have one sorcerer, Ayla. That's an insane item.
As if she wants the crown.
Yeah.
You guys want me to have this?
If
You're the
want
only
it.
one that can have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Alternatively, we can sell it out of my shop and make money off of it. Because
I'm not
we
selling
don't
this out
have
of
to
your
sell
shop.
for buyer prices. We can sell as the sellers.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll look through my stuff and see what I have to get rid of.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
So-
It is really strong. +2 to AC alone is really good on Ayla. Everything else is huge bonus. Spell attack, spell save, all
Yeah.
that is great.
Would you all mind if I claim this quiver?
I mean, it seems like it's yours.
I understand that you're an archer, but I think that's a fucking terrible idea. No, it's fine. Take it.
Excellent. Talion, yet another modifier of damage for you that you add to your sort of reservoir. Okay, very good. And yeah, keep in mind, we'll be keeping an eye on it, Will, every time you do damage with this. Which, like, why wouldn't you every time? You can put some arrows inside of it and such. Although it does say it has to be a non-magical arrow, right? So it can be those, like, demon soul arrows on top of it and stuff. You know.
That's fine.
But still, stealing thoughts from people's minds, very useful for someone who seeks information. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna take off.
And then
I'll talk to him. I'll think about it.
Okay. Let me know if you need me to set up the modifiers for that, like your AC or spell save, all of that.
So, here's where I'm at with these bracers. They're good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now I have this sword that I could do the lightning bolt thing as a bonus action. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, why would I ever double cast a cantrip when I can just, and I have 50 feet of movement. So
You can double cast Green Flame Blade? Or
no,
Moving
I am
Blade?
aware, but
Yeah.
but that will take my bonus action. That's what's killing me, because
Mhm.
what I can do now is I can attack with a cantrip, a regular attack, and then I can back up and do a lightning bolt bonus action with the blade, and that's unlimited.
Oh. Then,
Does it make sense?
I mean, from a pure damage standpoint, I think what you can do right now would trump it.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to always be more damage than a cantrip, another cantrip.
Plus, it's also, I think Lightning Bolt can do AoE, right? Or is it just single target?
No, it's look at the rapier. What is it called? Looking for it. Charge rapier. Yeah, if you look at charge rapier.
Yeah, the charge rapier, it basically makes a big line you do, but you don't do just automatic damage in the line. You make
Right.
attack
You have to
rolls
attack.
against people in the line. Yeah?
Right.
Yeah, but that's
So-
still like,
It's still really, really
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh, so you can't drag this in, huh? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think you can. I think you can, but it won't like do the modifiers and like automatically. Yeah.
So as good as the bracers are, I don't think it's for me with just charge rapier.
I could sell them for us. Wholesale. Full price.
Really good though. Yeah, unless somebody else wants them, but
don't think anybody else that would use it as a spellcaster with damaging cantrips.
Okay, sounds good. We'll just hold on to it and sell
Yeah,
it.
once
if you
again,
want.
this loot is not exactly like meant for you guys. It was for her. If I had
Right.
more
Yeah.
turns with Viverknon, she would have been blasting like 6 Eldritch blasts at you guys in a single
been
turn,
terrifying.
right? Never got around to it. She kept summoning demons as a bonus action and then fighting you with her like stick.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, excellent.
Wait, so my spell
very-
attack rolls also get a +2 and my DCs? My DC?
Your AC, your spell save DC, and your spell attacks. Yes.
Wow. So what you're saying is that means when I have an innate sorcerer, it's gonna be a 23.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Because you also have your holy symbol, right? That boosts it as well.
Hold on. Yeah, I added it in here. Yeah.
The amulet of the devout, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I got rid of the
You
breast.
have multiple things stacking it up. What did you get rid of?
Bloodwell vial.
I think it added my. How do you know if it's added to like the actual thing? Does it tell you?
Which one? What bonus?
Like
What do you-
the
which
amulet
one?
of the devout, does it tell you if it added the spell DC on here?
Well, you have the very rare amulet devout, right? Which ups it by 2, correct?
Yeah, but how
Or
do
let
I
me
know?
find
Yeah,
it.
how do I know if I
Amulet.
uncheck it? That is, then I check my spell saves. See, when I uncheck it,
So-
okay, it went down to 18. Okay, it is on. I just want to make sure.
Right. There you go. There you go. Okay. And then the other one, if you want to manually increase it for the, because once again, I don't think it does it, right? If you just drag it in, I don't think it automatically adds all the bonuses, right?
No, I have to manually do it.
Okay. Do you want me to do that for you, or you know how to?
Oh, if you can, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I got you. So you didn't increase any of the other stuff, right? I'm supposed to add the. I see you added the AC, but not the
That's
spell
it.
attack and the spell DC.
Yeah, I
right?
didn't add those yet.
Mod of 2 and modifier of 2. Bam. There we go. Look at that spell attack. Let's go. Which is so funny because you never attack. You cast Guiding Bolt, maybe, yeah, but not that often.
I don't. If I have
Excellent.
to,
There we
right?
go.
Like,
What's
it's
your
like,
DC
it's
now?
like okay, so right now my DC is 22, but when I have innate sorcery, it'll be 23.
3. Holy crap.
Welcome
And
to
you know what the
Skies
crazy
area.
thing is? We are dealing with such powerful bad guys that's about where they usually roll. You guys have been seeing my rolls lately. I'm not rolling under 20 much these days, right? We're dealing with some big scary enemies. All right, friends, I think as you guys look through these items, you realize, like, okay, some of these are useful, some of these we probably just sell later on, make some solid cash, but that will have to wait for now. Your mission here is completed, but you were told, we were speaking with Essek before, and he was saying that decision is to be made, go to Empire or go to Dynasty problem first. You guys decided to go Dynasty. Doing so, of course, means that the situation in Basea still, near, just at the doorstep of Ayla's home, is getting much, much worse. So, it's time to move. We don't have time to waste. We got our long rest, and we gotta immediately go back, because world is ending currently. We gotta win, not a final win. We slow down the tide of the red mist, but we didn't stop it. The
Alondra,
grand
do you
arrival
have
awaits.
any of your spell paper on you for learning spells?
Yeah, what? What's
I imagine so.
Paper for learning spells, like what wizards fight with?
I have
Zach, I
this
need you to
paper
look
that
at your
I
character.
made to make beautiful calendars of people if you like. I don't think it does the same though.
No, it's
Sorry, BRB.
no, sorry, that's not what I need. Thank you, but I need like wizard paper.
I don't know if I've have.
You
If
don't
I've
I don't know
ever
if you
use
bought
the
any.
bought
paper.
I don't.
I don't think I have, to be honest. I think I've just bought enough when I needed to transcribe.
Yeah,
I don't have
fine, I'll
them.
use my
I think so
own.
too.
God.
Oh, welcome to married life.
Maybe
always-
if
dude,
I didn't
like,
spend
I
all
have
my money on
low-key
that
been-
farm, that's
I've low-key been asking Alondra every time, but I actually have my own.
How much do you have? And for what? What are you trying to copy?
Me, I have three pieces left. And I'm not copying anything. I am writing a letter to see if I can't get some information before we just tada into the middle of a
what are you
fight.
trying to figure out?
Well, we're going to PCG still, right? I could take us there directly.
No, that's not.
what do
It's not. It's not that. I'm going to send a question over to people that know about it and what's happening right now, so that we can get information before we just pop into the middle. of it.
I agree, honey.
Yeah. That's
But
well, that's what I. That's
but
what I'm
what
saying.
you
Like,
want to know?
what the current status of things going on in that area are before we teleport right into the middle of it.
Well, I got a new trick that I kind of want to try. So you do your way, and I can do mine.
She is gonna like write out a note, basically asking like what is the current status of the situation going on, in and around Bisea still, and what can we expect. She's going to address it to Ludinus, and then she's gonna fold it up and just chunk it into the fire.
Yeah.
Use fancy
Absolutely.
paper
As
to throw it in the fire.
Yeah, when I do this, it goes to whoever I address it to. It appears on their person, they can read it, and then they can do the same and reply back to me.
But it has to be fancy paper. It can't just be regular paper.
Right, it's a magic that I've learned for being, and she does, like, says real low, like, Volstrucker stuff, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. I thought, because I throw paper in the fire all the time and does nothing happens.
Yeah, it's completely different. It's a thing we know how to do.
She remembers Alondra doing it. She
you-
goes, Alondra, you false tracker? No, is that what you're doing?
No, she showed me how to do it.
I don't think that's allowed, Alondra.
It's secret messages. Don't you like secret messages?
I guess. I mean, I send them, but not that far away, I guess.
As you wait for a little bit there, you do receive a message back. Yeah. Alcina, you do receive a report back.
I did-
That
I was gonna say, I sent you a thing there real quick that I tacked on there as well. Into the note.
Gotcha. Yeah. Very, very interesting. You do get a report back saying that things have devolved in the last few days. It seems that the temple of the twin elven deities, the Archard and the Moonweaver, where you were slain before, has become a staging ground for an assault on the Empire. Just about day and a half or so, the presence of previously a member of the Cerberus Assembly, the Archmage Trent Ikaton, has been spotted there with a large number of his zealots, his spellcasters, his Volstrucker agents who are there, supporting his sort of remodeling of the Empire as he seems to believe it to be. The many demons that have poured on out have increased not in number but in strength. There's a lot of larger, powerful demons. And currently the elves of Bastea still have fully sort of evacuated the area, and some of them are still left there as defenders. Some like military types, guard types have seemingly stayed to help the righteous brand soldiers of the Empire sort of push back the demonic creatures. A lot of magic is being used. A lot of mages are being summoned from across the Empire to use to stop it, and they are being cut through like paper mache. The demons, the kinds of demons that are coming out has entirely worsened over the last few days.
Okay.
They believe they are performing some major ritual or something on the inside. They don't know what, though, exactly yet.
Alright, so the entirety of this day still has been. Alright. Your home has been completely evacuated. It's turning into a very, very grim situation over there.
I know. I talked to my mother.
Okay.
Tell me.
Is there something more specific that we want to know? If we could ask any question before we go into this?
Where should we go to meet up with everyone? I would rather not just drop into the heart of an evacuated city without being able to meet up with people that have a better idea of what is going on there.
Meet up with the Empire folk, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I know not everybody's desire to do, but I do have to touch base, much in the same way you all do.
I was looking for a more juicy question, but I mean, that's a good one.
I mean, that's...
I mean, a question a god can answer, you know? That's what I was going for, but...
I mean, I know Trent is present, and we know he's performing his own variation of the Grand Rite to try and summon something as equally as horrible. The demons are more powerful there. They've been summoning bigger things. Just there are the people we need to meet up with. That just seems pressing.
Alondra, I was going to say, Zach, those are not bad questions already, right? Like, what is he doing? If
Yeah,
he is summoning something, what is it, right? What's the big plan? Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I think I have one question. So I'm gonna
What's the
set up
big
a
idea?
little crisscross applesauce, set up some incense, some different things, and yeah, I'm going to ritually cast divination.
Divination, awesome. You ask a thing that might happen within the 7 days, and I have to be honest with you. Very good. Now, see, in a campaign like this one, we don't have Vecna fucking with our fucking answers all the time, so you can generally just ask. Yes. All right, so you reach on out, and a glimmer of incredibly potent fey magic begins to burn through the rift in reality, and you see you see a vast throne room, and you see Queen Titania standing there, Oberon next to her, the entirety of the fey court around her there, as they are ready to answer your question. Or is it that you reach to them, right? Do you reach out instead to one of the, because you can choose who you sort of reach out to,
right? I actually was thinking, because again, she worships Sandy, so she was going to reach out to the Moonweaver. That's what that's the stuff she got.
Incredible. Yeah, I think instead it is still a connection to the Feywild, but you see a place of vast twilight, not darkness, not shadows and sort of vile darkness, but instead twilight. Dark, long, sort of purplish rays of light that extend from somewhere beyond your understanding. This place seems like a temple, like a church, darkened and without any lights, but still, you can almost feel every single step you take in this place. As you see someone, you see these, pews that are located along the length of this temple, and a massive window, stained glass window that looks over a vast glade in the Feywild somewhere. And they are sitting in one of the pews. You see a woman, a female figure, who turns towards you. Not a single detail of her appearance can you make out. It is all shaded as if by a long veil, but instead to you it almost seems like living shadow that has infused this person, as if a living moment of twilight, a perfect moment between the disappearing of light and the arrival of darkness, a moment of perfect safety and sanctuary, equally sort of awe-inspiring and equally mysterious in just about every aspect, undeterminable in every aspect. As you think within your mind, you have entered a place, a space where the Moonweaver resides. You feel incredibly potent magic from her and this place, and the goddess of illusions and sanctuary/safety stands there before you. You have a question to ask of her.
Oh boy. So much pressure. I think Alondra would kind of show respect and bow and, Mistress, thank you for answering my call. We are on
You
our
see,
way.
She slowly turns, and when she now kind of looks at you, her entire appearance, if that's like purpley dark shadow, but her eyes, as they sort of open and look to you, her irises, it's all like purplish and sort of dark shadowy, but her irises are two crescent moons, right? They glow with this like silvery, beautiful white light that you have kind of seen before from Ayla as well when casting spells. As she turns to look at you, you cannot tell if she's smiling or scowling or making any sort of expression. There is no features other than sort of shadow.
We are on our way to fight Trent and his machinations with Loth. What is the best way to defeat him? Is there a way to isolate him or find a path of least resistance so we can have a fair shot at stopping this ritual of Loth?
As she's sort of looking at you here, the appearance of the goddess, you see a line of light begin to break at where her lips should be, as the same kind of glimmering white silver energy, this moonlight begins to appear from her mouth. And as she speaks, all you can focus on is her lips, her speaking in the moment, these words of divine leaving her lips, as you hear her say, my sister, Loltha, and her scheme involve this man you seek. He works diligently to execute her vile plans. A great summoning is taking place. Before, only one, but now his power has increased where he will summon two incredibly potent generals of Lolth. But all that exposure to her magic has made this mortal erratic. He is losing his grip. The magic of Lolth has made him vulnerable. He thought himself smart and cunning, siphoned much of the power that Lolth has given to him, and in doing so invited poison into his own veins. Poison that has now become his weakness. To a point where even using his magical talents might be difficult. should he feel that poison be amplified in his body. That is the answer she has for you.
She bows in respect, and then I imagine she comes back out. Yeah.
Kayla's right there. She's so excited. 'Cause
You
she knows she's
feel-
gonna see the movie.
Yeah. You feel yourself being slowly kind of not pushed away, but as you sort of finish this, she sort of just kind of stares at you. And as she does, you can almost feel her presence getting further and further and larger until the 2 points that she had for eyes become stars in the night sky. And that glow from within her mouth becomes the crescent moon. Light of Katha above. As you blink a few times and we see you sort of come back to and you are looking at the night sky. The night before you guys take that long rest to go travel the next day. As yes, you see Ayla right there.
Alondra will kind of grab Ayla's hand and squeeze it. It's like, she's beautiful. She's quite amazing.
I mean, yeah. I
happy.
mean, obviously.
She's like super mysterious. It's super cool. Wow. I can't believe she answered my call. Well,
She knows you needed help. And we just helped, the temple with the that device. So,
yes. So, and then I'll just basically tell everybody what just happened. So, I spare no detail.
Yeah. Still working, much like Major Mother was. Trendigan is summoning something on behalf of Lolth. Apparently 2 generals in her army. It was probably going to be 1, right? But because you guys went to Jorhas and gave him time to work on it, now it's 2 generals. And it has to be realized like something on the level of a demigod that was happening here. Something big is coming through there, and there might be 2 of them instead.
Then I will take
if-
that information.
I was going to say, if anyone wants to... Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I would say I will take that information. I will jot it down, and I will pass that over to Ludinus in another letter, and ask him if does he want us to meet up, or if he wants to organize something. We are coming in tomorrow.
A message will arrive back to you saying that he's not in charge of this. He's deployed a lot of his sort of mages to aid with it, but currently in charge is a individual greatly trusted by the king instead. As it seems that King Dwendal, is keeping the entirety of the Cerberus Assembly on a very short leash right now. The debacle that happened with Ikathon has really soured the relationship between the two. Currently present there, taking care of business, is the Crown Marshal Hayden Dumarag, who is a very powerful, like, he's the top brass of the military, right? He's basically what Varen is on this side.
Oh, okay.
Or they, I should say.
Hayden Damarag.
Yes, I'll
Yeah.
type that name out. Yes.
Is it just the 5 of us here?
Yeah, if you want it to be, right?
Well, I need to figure this out. So Talion is going to step aside for a moment. He's still within, like, I assume we're looking in a pavilion or like a tent area for like our group alone.
Yeah, you're like in a big sort of war tent sort of situation, recovering.
Talion will bring out his sending stone to Merrick. And we'll begin to speak into it. Demon incursion here subdued. Heading to the Empire. Where can we meet for a safe location for a rendezvous to deal with Trent there? sent.
Yeah, all of you hear that. You hear him sort of speak into a sending stone, sending a message on out. Moments later, Talion, you receive a message saying that the rest of the agents are currently aiding the defense of Basea still, working on mostly sabotage and distractions. They are going to be in the area. They're currently aiding the Crown Marshal there.
Perfect.
But nothing of a safe location where we can meet up.
About there it will be a brief explanation of like the just beyond the city of Basea still there is an encampment that is being used by the Righteous Brand. If you wish to meet there, there is enough in the chaos of all of this. There is enough privacy to be had.
Okay. I come back to the group and I relay this information. Alright. We need a location close to their encampment so we can coordinate with the Empire. Can one of you possibly scry on the commander there? What was his name?
Hayden?
The Crown Marshal? And maybe
That's
scry on his location. That way Ayla or one of you can teleport somewhere close by.
It's a great spell that I do not have.
They are in Basea still. She just kind of holds up her paper.
If Ayla can, you're able to not tree stride. Is that what it is?
She can teleport. Is that what you're...
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ayla, you have your staff. You can teleport
I
with
can
it.
teleport. That's my home. I know it. I mean, I took us there the last
as
time.
long as you-
You can remember?
Once again, teleport spell says if you have an item from the location, it's guaranteed teleport. Right? No rolling, no nothing. So if you have anything from your home,
Which I
that's
do.
guaranteed. Yeah.
We want to go directly to Bethesda, so is that what you're saying?
If that's what if that's where the Righteous Brand is, that's where we should go. This tea is really good.
Who are you talking to on that rock that you had in your hands?
one of my contacts in the Empire. They keep me informed, and that's who I was talking to.
Very interesting. That's interesting. All right. Well, if we're going there to Paseo,
So, are we going now?
Yeah. If you have everything you need.
Okay.
I mean, it's the middle of the night.
Yes. But if it's before dawn, then I have my stat points for the day, and then I don't have to get.
So maybe
ruined
we
for
could
the whole
rest
day.
there potentially.
Yes, because if I do it after, then my whole day is ruined. I can't use this stuff for anything else.
Before we teleport, it might be a bad idea to contact Essek and have him send word that we are going there. It would definitely be a little off-putting for members of the dynasty to just teleport into an Imperial camp.
It's not an Imperial camp, it's my home.
Yes, but it's occupied by the Imperial brand,
Right.
as in his brand, which
Yes, I have sent word ahead. They know who I travel with. Don't worry, little spy. Things have been arranged.
All right, well, get all your things together. We're going before dawn. I don't want to ruin my stuff and be stuck like last time when I went to get Alcina and then we were we were there, stuck there, and we couldn't get out.
I did tell you to come. I didn't want you to come that early. That was her. That was all her.
I
Yeah.
know, but I do anything
And
for
who is
Alondra.
her?
She tells me to go there, I go there. She's my best friend.
This is, I would do the same.
Just,
I try not to
Okay.
question her, Alcina, and you should kind of learn from me. You just do it and don't say nothing. And then if it's a mistake, you still don't say nothing.
also I'm going to inform Essek of our completion here if no one else has informed him. Just let him know that we're making our way to the Empire. And I'll bring out my other stone that's connected to Essex. I'll activate
Yep.
it. Demon incursion subdued
if
here.
I-
And battle's done. We are now departing to the Imperial encampment in Basea Still. You can respond to this message.
Yeah. He will respond soon after, saying, very well done. I've already received some reports from the Magi on the battlefield of your heroics, of your success, as was planned. I expected you would be going to the Empire next. The ongoing ceasefire between our two nations is still in effect. I'm sure they can use any help you can give them. You all have special sort of, not to say authority over the situation, but they won't get in your way. They know that you all have been especially effective against Lolth before.
I hear his message. I inform the group of what Essek has just told us, that we are expected, and we should not receive any hostility from the Imperial encampment and the Righteous Brands. So, whenever we're ready, we can depart.
I have a question, Jay. Do I notice the difference between the different stones he uses for the two different people?
I mean, it's a magic item. They look similar in appearance. They look, I think the first stone he uses is a little more refined, I'd say, in appearance. The second one seems a lot made from a different material, I guess, is the only real difference. They don't look like the same brand, like the same mage made them, or like the same kind of, they're from the same area. They're obviously made from different kinds of stone.
Okay.
That's about it. But you're very insightful, so I'll let you assume what you will.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Do we wait to have a long rest and then teleport? Or do we teleport and then have a long rest? Huh?
No, I want
Who
to
wants
do
to
it
go
before.
now?
I want to do it
Ugh.
before dawn, so I have my points.
Okay. Understood.
I want to sleep. I don't want to
You
go
literally
right
can
now.
sleep right when we get there. You can just sleep right on the ground if you like. Okay, it's going to be 2 seconds.
I
2
got to
seconds.
bed and I'm in like I'm not even like dressed right now.
Put your bedroll right here, and it will teleport with you when we go.
That's
Excellent.
like
You
right
guys, as Ayla, we see a look of determination in your eyes, right? It's time to save your home. As you tap the staff on the ground, incredibly powerful magic envelops you, and you guys are in an instant teleported across the continent. You are shunted through space, and Ayla, I think this time as you appear in Basea still, you appear, all of you looking around, knowing that this is semi-hostile zone, right? Late at the evening like this, all kinds of stuff could be happening. Instead, Ayla, although abandoned but largely unchanged, you look around, and I think you're a little surprised as you appear in your old bedroom. When you appear there, maybe a little to your surprise as well, would you please, Jen, describe to us what Ayla's bedroom looks like, kept perfectly in order as she left it by her mother. What does this place look like?
Ayla would have painted it, the ceiling, the walls, for it to mimic as if you were outside under moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
She would have like a canopy bed with like a little bit of like sheer so you could still see the moon, but everything would be in like silvers and purples. And she has like a little section where her sister told her to make those inspirational walls where you like put your dreams and your aspirations on there.
What do we see on there?
Friends
Bayless.
and love and happiness and cats and little pets and all these little things because she likes to have animals. And family. Her pictures of her sister and her family. She has a little painting easel. It's not as big as the one we have. It's a little bit smaller. She has like little pieces of paper, like her sister would write her little note, like a little book where she like put all her little sister's notes I gave her.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I think we see. I think we see on the wall. I was gonna say. I think we see on the wall on the side there a painting placed there by that seems to have on it a much younger Ayla with her two siblings. Smiles on them, very kind of looking at the painter here. Probably was a long day of your father, like paying a known painter, known artist here in the village to like paint this portrait of you guys. And it was just a very slow day that day. Elvinar takes a long time.
Yeah, and you see her really
As you sort of
smiling
look
because
around.
she loves taking like paintings. Her siblings not so much.
You see the home is currently empty. No one is here. No one is left here at the moment. But as you sort of exit on out, the large living room, the sort of off in the kitchen, large sort of tall, thin windows that open out, that look down below to the snow-covered streets of Basea still here. It is...
We are passing through the kitchen. I pause. I stop, I turn back, and I take a spoon and keep on walking.
You're taking my cutlery, I guess.
You took one of mine.
We'll have to get to your house.
Spoon for spoon, huh? Very
Spoon for
good.
spoon.
Well,
Now I can
just
get here if
like-
I ever need to.
Okay, well, just so you know, I just want to say for the record, my father is kind of a bigot. So I apologize in advance if you come here and he's very mean to you. He's not like me. I'm more like my mother. But you know, my papa, he's kind of not very nice. And I think the moment he finds out that I'm probably marrying a drow, I'm going to have to hear a lot from him about it. So, but
Yep.
just give you a heads up. Maybe you
So
you
he would
come
love
looking
me,
like an
right?
elf. I don't know, Alondra. Well, you're an elf, but you're also kind of pink. So I don't know.
You're marrying a drow. Your best friend is a Ladrin, and you have a really good friend from the Empire who just happens to be part of the Cerberus Assembly. You're batting 1,000 here.
I know he's going to be really angry. I think I'm going to have maybe like a 5-hour conversation that I don't want to have.
Then just
But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He
don't.
gets over it.
I mean, I think you're fine as long as you don't bring it up. You can always find out later.
Well, no. What do you mean? I'm not ashamed of marrying Varen and having amazing friends. He just has to stop being a bigot.
I don't mean to be ashamed, but considering the stakes of the world right now, maybe tell him after?
He's going to see the giant ring on my finger.
I mean,
I think what Talion is saying is right now probably isn't the time for a 5-hour conversation about the company you keep.
Well, hopefully he doesn't ask. We just move it along. This room right here is gonna see a wall, like it's gonna be a door, and it's gonna be painted like Ayla painted like symbols of magic on it. This room is my sister's. You cannot go in there. It's you know she's very particular about her things.
Also, Ayla, I'm also a little interested to see how your brother's going to react seeing us, because did you tell them that you're alive?
I told my mother. I'm sure she related to everyone. But you know, I messaged her. She didn't know about I don't know. She thought I was a ghost, to be honest. She's the one who told me that my sister is not doing very well. So they had to move her from here. So her sickness is getting a lot worse.
Well, I hope she's
What kind of sickness is that?
It's a magical sickness. It was a scroll that she needed help with because she can't read Sylvan because she never took my advice in learning it, and I kind of read it to try to tell her she was pronouncing it wrong, and then boom, the scroll popped open, and then she became like that because I didn't know how to control whatever the hell it was on that scroll, and so she kind of just stayed like in this sleeping kind of slumber, and now she's getting worse. So that's why I came to Thurston to be able to figure out how to fix her.
Do you think we could now?
It's possible, but we have all these other things we have to do.
We can add it to the list.
I think, Ayla, you're thinking to yourself, like, I don't know. I think maybe I've developed this entirely new spell, my own spell that I've worked on, your cleansing spell, right? So it's been the accumulation, the payout of your hard work for years, literally years now of adventuring, yeah? So it's definitely possible, but there's other things. There's so many other things to be done right now.
We can add it to the list, but first we have to take care of this right now, because what good is it that we go and save her and then all these terrible things happen here?
No,
You know
I
what
agree.
mean? So-
It's down the list. It's not, maybe in the top 10, but not quite top 3.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, well, I'll show you two the
Uh,
different places you can sleep.
As you guys are
Okay.
having this conversation, you do hear something from outside. You hear a whistling, this like high-pitched kind of like a loud whistling sound. And you look out the window and you see a little red beam of energy kind of traveling into the sky and then popping up. As I think Talion, army man here, you definitely recognize like a flare, like a magically enchanted arrow that shows off some color. As you guys hear some commotion, but it's like half a mile away, like really far away at the moment. There's something going on further, like just outside of the city.
I'm gonna
Are they?
I'm going to summon Tikal and send him off in that direction.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
from-
Your familiar immediately takes off.
I'll then
I'm
sit.
staying-
I'll sit on the ground cross-legged and let my vision go dark, and I'll look through Tikal's eyes for how long I can remain in visual contact with him, because I know that's for a certain radius that
Yeah.
I can only see through him.
Yeah, absolutely. You immediately sort of see a skirmish that is happening. A group of these like humans and half elves of the Righteous Brand army, the like red and gold armors on them, and it's been such a long time. We've been only dealing with Jorha's side of things. In Jorha's, they have these like kind of chitinous bug-type looking armors that they wear with big sort of helmets with horns on the side of them. A lot more typical like fantasy warrior stuff we're seeing here, right? A helmet, a nice set of like breastplate type of thing, a normal like long sword, nothing crazy, like a bunch of shield and stuff. The symbols on them, the symbol of the owl flying over a crown, the symbol of the empire, and you see a group of these warriors of the Righteous Brand aided by some like mages here who are fighting against a singular monster. You see this like insectoid creature whose body's half frozen. Icicles are like dangling off of it. It has this like mantis look to it. Steps on out. It has 3 sets of arms. It's holding like 3 different pole arms in its many arms. As it comes on out and starts like and boom, fires off like a 7th level cone of cold spell, blasting and freezing these people all as a bunch of these mages start firing balls of explosive flame at it, destroying it, hitting it here. As you see a ice devil, right? One of the like highest tier devil creatures out there that is walking around getting blasted as it stabs one of its many polearms into the ground. You see where the ground sort of splinters forward with a trail of ice, and then the spikes of ice sort of emerge from the ground and then send a bunch of these warriors flying, and then these spikes, this like column of ice that appeared, shatters and takes form of like a fiend frost elemental. This giant sort of elemental creature with black energy glowing in the center of it. They start immediately like start punching and destroying, although they seem to be easily destroyed by fire. The big guy, the big like ice devil, does not seem to mind, doesn't seem like vulnerable to fire. However, a bunch of these warriors, maybe like 30, 40 more of these warriors start approaching and fighting and striking them back as you see you see a familiar face. You see, yes, a fellow that emerges forth, a symbol of the Raven Queen on his sort of holy symbol, slashes through this ice devil here, leaving a radiant blast of energy across so quickly that most of these soldiers don't even notice here as it happens. As this ice devil recoils back in pain and grabs onto its wound here, and it looks down, and we see a symbol of the Raven Queen and some feathers falling away from the wound. As it points forward and yells in that strange, like, infernal language for these ice elementals to go forward, while this ice devil begins to retreat and then cast a spell to become, like, invisible or unseen or something like that. Takal has a very keen sense of perception, so he definitely notices this person is still here, but is retreating badly wounded, and it sort of disappears into the woods, the frozen woods to the north somewhere. You see, as these ice elementals are kind of pushing forward, a handsome elven man who is not wearing the symbols of the righteous brand, a person you've actually met before very briefly. You see Ian, you see Ayla's brother, who is here. He has a long elven longsword. He spins around, slashes multiple times through one of these frost elementals, and as he sheaths the blade, that's when all the cuts and lines appear in it that destroys one of these elementals. As you see, the rest of these warriors are attacking and continuing to attack these fell frost elementals that are here, as they seem to like deal with it themselves. But just beyond that point, you see a large encampment. You see a set of more than like 30, 40 different tents in an area that's maybe like 600-800 feet across, that's been kind of like cleared out of snow and like trees even, and a bunch of these big old square tents are set up there, where you see the flags of the Empire waving in the wind, and a bunch of people that are sort of moving on around here. And I think as you're flying on around, you see another familiar face down there. You see a sort of handsome human sorcerer, warlock. You're not really sure what they were, but you're pretty sure it was one of those fellas that saved you from death itself. You think you see Klaus down there as well.
Looking so young.
So, like, while I'm sitting here cross-legged, I'm giving a play-by-play for all the party members of, like, who I'm seeing, where they're fighting, what they're fighting.
If you have minor illusion, you can literally just project it to them, right? As a little kind of like hologram.
I don't think I have that.
That's all right. That's just me fucking around.
I do.
Oh, nice. Nice. You could just stream it for your friends. You could just stream the whole thing for your friends on your minor illusion. Incredible. I also have to imagine if you're a D&D character with minor illusion and you have ADHD, can you doom scroll with your own minor illusion? You know what I mean? just continued train of thought. That doesn't matter. Anyway, as you project all of this, and Takal does return to you slowly, or do you want him to just keep circling, keep an eye out on the situation? But that like skirmish seems to like end the moment that big ice devil takes that smite from what you must assume was Merrick, emerging from the shadows.
Well, I guess we know where to go. I'm going to head that way and check in.
Time will come out of his trance. Let's head out.
Ayla will write a little note like
Mhm.
leave it on the table. That way, if they do come back home, they don't freak out. That people were in here.
Understood.
That
feel
they'll be
like-
missing a spoon. Don't worry about it.
Very particular about
yeah.
spoons in this house.
Head that way.
Understood. You guys you exit on out and nearly fall off a tree because this house is in a tree, like it's
I
in
was
a
trying to warn them. Be
giant
careful.
pine
What
tree.
the fuck?
Wait,
Why can't
you
you
look
just live
down,
on the
you're about
ground?
40 feet. You're about 40 feet off the ground. You see this house is connected to other trees that have houses in them by giant things of rope bridge that are all covered with snow and such. You see bird houses that have been placed everywhere. Down below, usually, Ayla, you would look out your window and you see elk and deer walking around in the snow below the homes as snow owls landed on these rope bridges being fed by the children that would run across these. Many elven folk walking around. There wouldn't be a single trace in snow, right? Because elves have this elegant magic about them that when you guys go down, Ayla, even with all of your armor and everything on, as well as you, Alondra, you guys do not sink into snow. You are walking on top of the snow while everyone else sinks into it.
Pretty
Talion,
cool, huh?
you sink about halfway.
Oh no! What about Odo? Someone pick him up.
Odo is a brick of iron armor and shields and everything. Odo, this is like 3 feet of snow, so you are fully under.
Do you need help?
Odo's gonna plow his way.
I can give you the carpet if you want to stand on it.
Absolutely.
Alright. This is what tree house. This is no.
This place is majestic.
It's impractical.
This place
That's
is
what it is.
absolutely.
Listen, I didn't go to your home and tell you how you had a whole bunch of dust and that like you didn't have someone clean. You know, don't come here and make fun of my home.
Hey
I
DM,
love your home. I'm just saying it's impractical.
DM.
Yes, Will.
Roughly from Ayla's home, how far did the call fly out?
Probably some like 1,800, 2,000 feet or something like that. He would have probably had to come back and forth to transpond it, like to send you the information so you can see through his eyes his what he saw before, right? But yeah, about like 2,000 plus feet.
Was that ice devil within 300 feet of me?
Right now? Or within 300 feet of him when he was looking at it?
If I look through Tikal right now, is it still like chasing after Merrick's group?
You can give me a perception roll for Takal to see if it sees it, because it did become invisible and disappeared. It got wounded pretty badly and started to retreat.
Okay, perception. 23.
Amazing. Takal informs you mentally that he's got a bead on it. The creature is just in the woods to the north of you, maybe 400 or 500 feet from you right now. In the forest, invisible, sort of nursing its wounds. It's really badly wounded, but it is still invisible. Trying to retreat north, and you would know where north of here is that temple of the elven gods that is currently corrupted and being used by Trent as the place of where all these demons are coming from, these fiends.
So it's at a range of my sharpshooter.
It definitely is.
Rats.
Would you like to? Well, no. Here's the thing. It is within range, right? Your sharpshooter says your bow has 600 feet of range. It's in the woods somewhere within 400 feet of you. You don't see it. You see it through the eyes of Takal. If you want to, I'm going to give you disadvantage. Would you like to take a shot through the woods in the direction of this thing? Through the eyes of Takal to try to hit this. It's going to be nearly impossible, but it's going to be the most probably epic shot you've ever had.
So I want to. So can I, through Takal's eyes, mark them with swift death to you who have wronged me?
Yeah, I think so, right? Because you can see through his senses.
Mm-hmm. And because it was a disadvantage, it'd be just a regular roll.
Uh-huh.
I'm then going to use steady aim to give myself advantage.
Okay, right. Can't do that, unfortunately, because no matter how many advantages or disadvantages you have, having one negates all the others, right? So one disadvantage gives you disadvantage on all the other advantages. So no matter if you have 5 advantages and 1 disadvantage or the other one around, they all come down to a normal roll instead, right?
Understood.
But that's why you have inspiration to re-roll it if necessary. So, take your shot.
I'll try it. You'll watch Italian takes off his bow, brings out a new arrow out of his psychic quiver, and then I pull an arrow back. I'm going to, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do sharpshooter on this. Because why not?
Sharpshooter. Is this a Thought Stealer arrow as well from the new quiver?
Yeah, I'm using one of my regular arrows.
Okay. Which is amazing now, because Odo can make enchanted arrows for you, or you can just have magical arrows all the time with the quiver, right? So, incredible. Talion, this is going to be a hell of a shot. You do not see the target. You are like Resident Evil camera angle looking at this guy through the eyes of Takal, right? As we see your eyes close and then open and look like Takal's sort of like hawk eyes, right? No, is Takal a hawk? Is he a falcon? What kind of a bird is he supposed to be,
He's like, I can't remember what the bird's name, but it's a bird that looks like a dragon. It's a nightjar.
Ooh. Ooh, hell yes. Your eyes become his, and his eyes become in this moment yours here. Go ahead and take your shot. As this demon invisible, we see look on up, confused, and then meet eyes with Takal. As we hear from Takal, your voice comes forth, right, and says, "Swift death to you who have wronged me. Fire away." Oh, okay.
I'm actually going to do chronal shift.
Oh, yes. As a reaction, you can re-roll one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go again. 18. I have to check here.
It's amazing.
AC of 18. What did you roll? 18 exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys watch as Talion stops, draws an arrow from this new quiver, aims just like off to the side in the forest, right? He's not looking that direction himself. He's sort of looking elsewhere. As all of you stop and look around, Odo, you look around like you said yourself, like, is there danger? What's going on? And then the string does not make a sound. However, as an arrow goes out into the woods, we see the trees all shake as snow continues to fall down from the trees as this arrow is rocketing through the woods. We slow it down at one point as the arrow is sort of like moving through, blasting through the edge of a branch that rips through another set of bushes, a bunch of these like bramble like bushes. As we see the arrow traveling and we see this frost devil look on up, that mirage effect of invisibility as this giant centipede monster looks over. Go ahead and roll that damage, please, sir. Yes, on 50 health remaining. This thing boom, gets pinned to the tree behind it as it screams arrow right through the side of the throat here. As Takal is looking at this from a branch nearby. As Talion, you hear from Takal, kill confirmed. As you see this thing become visible again, the invisibility disappears, and its arms drop to the side, trying to grab from the arrow here. As you steal the tiniest little bit of its thought in the moment here, Talion, you see flashing images, a frozen over temple that you were in before, shattered apart to reveal a summoning area, a set of thrones sitting there, and one of them currently sitting and holding onto his chest and coughing sickly. Trent Ickathon, splotches of green and black across his face. and a swirling of energy up ahead of him as two humongous humanoid figures, vaguely humanoid with like massive horns, one large, bulking, sort of like a muscly one, and one a little thinner with massive wings. Resembling, I will say Italian because you were there, when we went to help Varen, when we went to hell first time, if you remember, to kill that pit fiend, if you remember that, right? You see two such figures waiting to be summoned into this world.
I lower my
As the vision
bow,
ends.
and I look to the rest of my group. We got a lot. We discussed new information, and I'll share it with the rest of the party.
What? Repeat again. What was the second one? Who went to hell with us? What was the deal?
Do you remember when you guys, after the downtime we took, do you guys remember we were like, hey, let's have Varen, so Kara went with us as well, Kara at the time, went with us into hell to help Varen kill that pit fiend,
Yes.
because that little devil guy who we were dealing with wanted a pit fiend killed, so, yes, Gortash, so we can, like, get Varen out of that deal he made with,
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
So Italian, you saw figures of similar size and intensity. You think at least two pit fiends are primed to come out on this side. On the other side, it was a giant demon spider. Here might be two pit fiends. And I think now, knowing this, if we have anyone proficient in religion here, they can make a religion roll or history roll to... No, actually, it would be only religion here. To be like, have I ever read about any pit fiends that are tied to Lolth? Nice. Nice. 19 is just shy here, but Alondra, you do know, in your research of the Red Mist, you have heard of two powerful commanders of Lolth that exist. One, the nastiest brute you can find, a wingless pit fiend of immeasurable physical strength, called Moloch. And another one, a winged corruptor that invades the minds of his enemies with fear, that makes you hysterical and insane enough to attack your own allies. A spellcasting one called Hootajin. Moloch and Hootajin. Two classified as Pit Fiend aristocrats. That's like Pit Fiend and then Pit Fiend Plus. That's like the next tier of even more powerful than a regular Pit Fiend.
What's next up? Next. The next. That's
So
next level.
their names are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. No,
I'll type this out. Moloch and Hootajin.
Bollock.
The martial one is Moloch,
Moloch,
big guy,
yeah.
yeah? Absolute brainless Hulk, but he can punch through obsidian.
Worthy.
He can punch through diamonds. Worthy, yeah? Mm.
All right.
All right.
It's good to know. Just hopefully we can stop trends before they come through, like we did with the fucking stupid spider.
Do we?
So can we?
Do we
sleep
have
now?
time to rest? Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
For sure, you do here. The attack has ended, so if you guys wanted to go, like, introduce yourselves to the Dwendalian people, like, once again, you guys are kind of acting above all of politics here, right? You have nothing to do much, like, you guys have been working with the Dynasty for a long time here, so of course, like, you've worked and known with a lot of them, but what is happening right now is Lolth related, right? Lolth is, sending it, right? Full sending it. She's announcing war on the entirety of Wildemount here, and we are sort of acting as people to stop it, heroes who are here to stop it. You don't necessarily have to, go work with the Empire, but they might be helpful to you, right?
I have to.
Excellent. I think you guys slowly continue. You walk your way through the snow, and up ahead you see an encampment. Hundreds upon hundreds of Righteous Brand soldiers sit about, some of them, many of them, shivering in the cold. Amongst them, a contingent of elves of Basaestil are here. You see everyone is sort of huddled, voices are quiet, no sounds, much other than orders given out are kind of spoken. As Talion, at some point, if you wanted to go and grab the head of that demon in the forest, you could have.
Yeah, I will.
It is a giant, sort of elongated, kind of wasp-looking head of a creature with massive curled horns in the back, fully frozen, right? In a look of shock of what the fuck just happened to it. As Talion, your friends don't even know what you did. You just fired an arrow off to the side, instantly killing this thing that was, like, wounded already, but still, you think to yourself, like, that was probably one of the best snipes, one of the best shots I've had.
Talon will just literally come out of go into the woods, come back. His companions will see him dragging this massive insectoid head.
What, you couldn't take me on?
Are you collecting that too, like the dragon? Is that we're gonna have to talk to this too?
Why are you bringing that?
As proof for allies and of our competence.
I feel like you have a lot to prove.
Sometimes I feel like words don't do enough and actions show more.
You have
And I
very
think,
little
yes, absolutely.
faith, I think, in your allies to talk to their own connections. It feels like.
I think as you guys sort of walk in here, a lot of these soldiers are looking over, like holding onto many of their wounds and such, and they see as you guys are walking in, and all of them sort of get ready to defend, like, oh, there's more, something else is coming. And as we see you guys exit out, they're looking at you kind of confused, like, who are these guys? Can it be those people we heard about? And then they see Talion walking out with this head here, and you see looks of shock on everyone, as a lot of people are like, yes, they got it, holy shit, that it was the fucking giant devil thing, as people are looking over, and you see people genuinely sort of stunned that the thing is slain. As you hear a set of sort of marching feet approaching, and walking out towards you guys is a sort of like kind of like a silver fox in his not like late, well, probably somewhere in his 50s, probably. You see a human man walk out. He has very much so like a general's kind of outfit, and I mean like big overcoat with a bunch of these like medals on him and a different kinds of like a bunch of different kinds of like badges and commendations of war, of battles and such, as they step out. Let's see. You see stepping forth to you, surrounded by multiple of these like soldiers that are there with him, is this individual who introduces himself immediately. He steps on up and gives you all a sort of proper salute as you hear. Oh, sorry, my Roll20 says I'm disconnected. Let me try and reload. As this person steps forth and looks to you all, and looks amongst you, everyone is still looking stunned at this devil head that you have brought. As this person looks over and says, "Good day. My name is Crown Marshal Hayden Demarok. I believe you are the contingent sent to us from the dynasty, yes?"
No, I'm from Cerberus Assembly. I'm here from Ludinus. They're the dynasty. And she gestures to the others.
His face sours immediately as he sort of looks to you. Says, well, I'm sure you have much to report to your own. Then. And he points over, and you see one of these tents that is set up with the flags and the symbols of the assembly there, where a bunch of these, like, mages and these, like, spell blades, arcane guardians are located. Is there anything of particular information that I should be informed of?
Talion actually will step forward and introduce and greetings, Crown Marshal. I am Scout Captain Talion of the Dynasty. I have some new information that has been brought to our attention that I wish to share with your War Council.
His face sours again, right? When you say, like, I'm from the Dynasty, right? His face sours again, looks over and says, right, very well then. If this is necessary, then very well, let us speak in private. He looks amongst everyone here and just sees a bunch of, like, weird people, right? None of one of you guys looks like it's a normal, like, yes, we have one person from the Empire here, but he's, like, the one that was normal is part of the suspicious mages that this is partially happening because of, right? Since he's sort of looking over to Alcina. Very well, let us speak in private. And he spins around, starts walking. This is, by the way, the Crown Marshal, this fellow. He walks with you guys off to the side. Alcina, as you're going, you look on over, and you do see there amongst the banners of the assembly, Klaus is there, currently talking to two other mages at the moment.
Well, since it seems the Empire doesn't actually want to talk to me, and I don't need to, I guess, be information broker for my own people, I'll just fuck off to the assembly tent.
Yeah, they all kind of look to you and recognize you immediately as you sort of enter on in, and they start sort of like asking you, like, what is the situation and such, the information that needs to be kind of disseminated. Klaus, you are there. Zach, Klaus does see Alcina as well here, sort of approaching. Yeah.
I think Zach is gone for a sec. Yeah, it looks like.
He might have stepped away. As the rest of you guys go and step into the sort of the headquarters tent here, inside you see another three individuals, these like captains in the righteous brand that are here. As you guys sort of enter on in, you see the Crown Marshal kind of looking to all of you and says, well, I believe that I've heard that all manner of combat went on in that dreaded tower of Bazazen on your side of things. How nice of you to grace us with your presence here. I believe there is some certain power and capabilities that your group has against the forces of Lolth. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes. In fact, you might know me. I am the one who developed the astonishing aura, that protects against the red mist.
Word has arrived that there is some sort of mage that is capable of pushing back this corruption. I suppose that would be you. We have not had time to learn it ourselves, nor has the information come through that such magic has been shared with us, actually.
It seems pretty accusatory, but I am glad I get to grace you with my presence.
Just fully stone wall of a face, right? Just sort of staring back at you.
I offer my hand for him to kiss it, even though he won't.
Yeah, he kisses your hand, huh? He sort of stares back at you. He is just extremely German, right? He shows no emotions and just seems rude all the time, although he's probably not trying to be. That's just how he talks, right? He says, very well. He's just spitting facts, right? He's just talking facts. He looks on back, says, very well. We have set up a perimeter here for quite some time now, some months here. The city had to be evacuated sometime. He sort of looks to you, Ayla, and says, you look like one of the sort of individuals native to this area. Would that be correct to assume?
That would be, yes. My family is from Brazil.
I can, yes, very well. We see that we have a group of elven warriors here that have been staying in the city for some time. I believe they are some of your people here. If you wish to speak with them, they are further down in the camp here. They have been of great assistance when it comes to moving around the enemy and preparing sort of ambushes, knowledge of the local area and such. It has been quite rough. I'm not going to lie to you here. It has been a problematic set of days, last few days especially. Demons and devils of problematic volume of strength have been emerging from deeper within this old temple. We are slowly starting to lack the number of enchanted weapons and spell scrolls to deal with these kinds of enemies. And I believe it is only a matter of time, unless the full force of the righteous brand is dedicated to this area, until something a little too dangerous emerges from within those crypts and stomps its way through our camp here. We have been holding off against it with the aid of the Cerberus Assembly's mages. But a lot of men here are not comfortable working with them, seeing as one of the Cerberus Assembly is sitting on the other side of this battlefield, summoning forth all of these horrors. I myself can't help but feel a bit of professional dislike, to say the least, against Lord Mage Trent Iketan after everything that was done.
Oh, we hate him too. Don't worry.
Yes, very well. I understand you all have dealt with the Archmage before. You know of his wrathful, powerful magics.
I mean, yes, we
Indeed.
all died. So, yes.
Very well. We here can dedicate not many healing potions. We can dedicate some, put some aside for you should you need it. Word has come from the very top. The king themselves has instructed us to make sure that your assault of this place is as well benefited and well funded as we can provide. Should any of you need magical blades or weapons of any kind, we have enchanted blades and weaponry, bows and spears of all manner, ready to be given out. Many of them are being used by the soldiers of the Righteous Brand right now, but should you need any backup weaponry and such that could be useful to you, we are more than ready to part ways with them.
Thank you, Crown Marshal. We appreciate your hospitality and generous aid to our cause. The reason I
Very well.
called to speak with you is because, and telling will lift up the head he's still carrying. After I slayed this creature, I managed to delve through its thoughts and learned about the state of Trent right now, as well as the two creatures he has summoned through the hells. I'll then put the head down and begin to conjure minor illusion on the table, creating the image of what I saw Trent looks like.
Yeah.
This is the state that I saw Trent in. And as well, I'll wave my hand aside and then summon the two Baylor pit fiends that he has. These are the two creatures that he summoned. High-level creatures of the hells themselves, loyal to the betrayer god, the Spider Queen herself.
You see he's looking at these like images that you're producing. One of the other captains here, you see it's like a tall human woman with like long blonde hair is looking at the head of this ice devil and says, "Holy crap, that's the one we just fought a bit ago. This one has slain it. Incredible." And you see him sort of looking over, and the Crown Marshal kind of nods to that and says, "You have my full gratitude for slaying this monster and proved us quite a bit of trouble. This is very good news. Trent seems to be in a very despoiled and diseased state. Perhaps it would be easier to dispatch of him now more than ever. But the many powerful, large devil creatures that are in our path prove to be a little too difficult to get a solid shot at his head at the moment. I suppose that is why the king and your Bright Queen have decided to dedicate you all to this task."
Carve us a path and we'll hit his head.
Very well. Me and my soldiers will do the best to draw out as many of their forces and forge a path for you to travel.
Marshal.
Do you need beds for the evening? Do you need to rest? You seem to be somewhat wounded. I can't help but imagine you are coming back directly from the other battlefield on the other side of the continent.
Rest would be appreciated. Besides yourself, are there any other high-ranking members of the Empire here that would benefit from this information that we have just delivered to you?
Yes, we have a few individuals here at the moment. There is a group of individuals here sent by the Retainer of the Crown, Oliver Schreiber. Some of his skilled information gatherers are here. I don't know if you are familiar of the Augent Trust. There is additionally some individuals who have stayed with us some time. Some of the lieutenants that work under the Prime Arbiter, Sindak Truskin, are here. And here, I believe, I believe to be an entirely foolish presence altogether is Prince Adis Dwendal, the son of the king. I believe the young man wishes to prove himself in a great battle, having just become of age not too long ago. He wishes to become a hero to his people, and I think this is suicide for him instead.
All right. Make sure they get this information, that they're as informed as you are. That way they can plan their strategies accordingly to the king.
Very well. Oh, there is members of the Kobold Soul here as well. We have the Thelocrat Kon Bruda here as well, who is helping us with a set of Kobold Soul monks here. Their skills of extracting information have been very useful to us.
All right.
I'll type out some of those names out for you guys. You have that guy. He mentioned Oliver Schreiber, who is the sort of... This little guy. And then there was apparently the Crown Prince is here. Prince Adis Dwendal. And then apparently a group of guardsmen. Most of the people here are soldiers, but there's a group of guards from the Crown's Guard that work under the Prime Arbiter Sindak Truskin. So yeah, Crown Marshal Demerag is the top military guy. Prime Arbiter is the top guard and judicial system guy. Very well. As you guys receive all this information here, I think as you guys are sort of let go to they prepare some beds for you guys to rest in. I think Ayla, as you're coming on out, you see a bunch of elves from Basea still looking around, having heard that a group from Major has arrived, and sure enough, you see your brother Ayan there. You see he's got a few scars on him. A little scar across his chin, a big old cut there. He's his armor is all dented. The armor, which by the way is made of enchanted frosted over tree bark that he wears. He sees you and immediately rushes to hug you.
She'll hug him.
Oh my
And then
god,
she'll-
dear sister, you're alive! And he sort of picks you up and gives you a big hug immediately. I was so worried when I heard what happened to you. I felt so incredibly guilty for letting you go that night. For letting you go to the temple alone.
Well, I wasn't alone, but it's okay. Things happen.
He's
we
fully
went and we
he's
tried.
fully crying. You see tears welling up in his eyes. He's just holding you tightly.
She'll give him a hug and she'll see his face and she goes, "You have scars on your face. We have to fix that." And she's gonna heal his face because he has to be handsome.
Yeah, you see, it makes him handsome. It's like a rugged, handsome scar kind of
Oh,
thing.
you like the scars, so you
he-
want me to get rid of them?
He looks at you and says, I don't care for the scars, not anymore. I thought I lost you and Soraya.
Soraya's okay,
I'm so
or is
sorry.
she gone?
She's not here. The mother and father, they took her away. They're asking for just about any cleric and witch doctor they can find to deal with this hex of hers, but nothing has been working. Her condition has been getting slowly worse. She's getting thinner and thinner and more pale, even for us.
That's why I'm
Sort of
here.
looks
Well,
around.
I'm here, and I'm a cleric, and I'm pretty good one at that, so I'll fix my mistake.
I should have asked you before, last time you were here, those years ago. Maybe we could have done something then, but I am to blame for not thinking on it then. A lot has happened in your absence. A lot has happened. Father has become a lot more secluded in his thoughts. Uncle, he got injured a few times as well during the attacks when those horrors first emerged from the old temple. And Mother, she's been very sad to hear what happened to you.
I know.
I just received the word.
We'll fix it all, I promise.
I just received the word another few days ago that you were alive from Mother. I couldn't believe it. I was elated, to say the least. How she didn't explain. How did this happen? How did you fell to the whims of this wizard, right? This empire wizard, and then you came back somehow? I don't quite understand. Was it the grace of the Moonweaver? How is it that you're back?
To be honest, we were in this kind of cube, and then these heroes came to save us, and then we were alive. So...
Is that sort of like a deep spiritual allegory for something else that I was never too sort of quick like you and Soraya to understand, or is that quite literal?
It was literally a cube. It looked like this, and she'll do minor illusion and show it to him.
Oh, all right. I thought you meant like a deeply spiritual, like cube, like a trap, like confinement, or no, you just quite literally. All right.
It would have been more cooler that way,
not quite
but
understanding.
No. Yeah, but no.
All right.
They had our
and
souls
he sort of looks
attached
around.
to it in there, so you know.
We managed to push our way into the temple and we reclaimed your possessions. But some days ago, it all disappeared from the vaults, and now you're wearing the same stuff again. I don't quite understand.
She is wearing the actual armor from the dynasty. She doesn't even give a crap. Has the staff. Yeah. She doesn't care. She doesn't give anything. She's not hiding it this time.
We see the symbol of the Luxon right on you, as you see a bunch of these soldiers looking over suspiciously. Yeah?
She has that nice new crown that, her and Alondra had to bedazzle because it looked too much like the loft. So she had to bedazzle it.
You had to take off the spider symbol off of it, put the Luxon symbol onto it. Luxon with the crescent moon in the center. He sort of looks at it once again. He's never been a big magic guy. He just sort of stares at it a little bit and says oh, all right. I mean, yeah, that's neat. Nice craftsmanship, I guess. I'm just so incredibly happy you're alive. He looks on over, and once again, he's talking to Ayla my sister, my dearest sister, I'm so worried. But he turns to you guys, and all of you guys see, once again, the most handsome elf you have ever seen. In your, perfect jaw, long hair, but it's half braided, but in a nonchalant kind of way. It's minus 10 Celsius degrees here. He is open shirt with a little bit of hair seen at the chest there. He has an enchanted bow on his back and 2 scimitars at his side. He's standing on snow, on the top layer of snow here. He looks to you all, big ol' smile on him, says, friends of my sisters, I thank you greatly. A life debt, to say the least, is owed to you for returning my sister to us. You have my eternal gratitude. As long as my soul travels upon the winds of fate, it shall find yours to aid it in times of need.
Don't mention it.
Well, thank you, handsome.
He is handsome, isn't he? He's more prettier than me.
He says,
Well, I
please,
don't know
please, no
about
need for
that.
that. He full on slow motion whips his hair back as everything like little sparkles around him and everything. As you see a bunch of these like Dwendalian soldiers, men and women are just looking at him like unblinkingly staring at him. As he says, sister, do you need anything? Some of our druids are here for healing if needed. Some of the clerics are
no,
here.
I'm good.
You seem to have some wounds on you as well. What are these burns on you as well?
Oh, I forgot to
You look like you
heal
just went
these.
through hell,
I'm sorry. I forgot to heal them myself. I was helping all of them.
Allow
She'll heal
me.
her burns.
Allow me,
Oh,
and he will
okay.
use some of his ranger magic to heal you here as well. A little more natural, kind of green, kind of glowing with little specks of white frost in it magic as he heals your wound. Nowhere near as powerful healing. He's a ranger, right? Nowhere near as powerful healing, but
thank
still,
you.
right?
Very nice.
Of course. It's, God, I was so worried. I lost one of the most important people in my life. And he stops and he looks down and he grabs your hand. He brings it up, looking at the ring. He looks at you, says, this is either some quite odd choice of jewelry you made, or there's something you didn't quite tell me last time.
Yeah, so I'm getting married.
What? What? When?
Yeah.
How? Who?
Well, obviously not anytime soon because we have this war going on and stuff. So, not the war, the war with Trent Egerton. And then she says,
The-
not
the
the
Silk
war, the
Shadow-
war with Trent Egerton.
All the soldiers start looking over at you, staring as he. Right, yes. Who are they? This person that you've met that has enchanted your soul with love. Who is it?
Okay, you cannot tell Papa. Okay, you can't tell him. Not now.
Why?
Don't tell him. I know you always like to tell him things. You can't tell him this. It's very important.
Father is
for him.
concerned with us. I know you have dislike of how he's handled things before, but he's concerned for us greatly. Still, I'm sure he would love to know who is this. I'm sure fine person you've met.
He's a drow.
A dark elf from beyond the borders.
Yes, he's kind of important over there. He was the one who was trapped in the cube when we went to try to rescue him.
Once again, I don't think I'm going to wrap my head around this cube thing you keep talking about, but very well. And he sort of has 1,000 thoughts in his mind for a second, and you see him just sort of smile. That's kind of, you've seen this, has always had this, like, quality about himself to, maybe it's him being very kind of like, at times empty-headed and naive, but he had ways of just like cutting through it and just asking the one important question. And I think you seem like thinking about everything. Dark elf from the dynasty and across the bar. He just sort of smiles and looks to you and says, "Are you happy with him?"
I am insanely happy with him.
Then that's good enough for me. For now, at least. I'm gonna have to have a serious conversation with this fellow. See if he understands that my sister is very important, very precious, and that if he ever does anything to hurt you on a spiritual, physical, or intellectual way, I'm going to hunt him down.
I don't think he's
After
going
all,
to do
I'm the greatest
anything.
warrior. I'm the greatest warrior in all of Basea still.
You hear Italian? Give a low chuckle.
You're not from
Don't
Briseis,
say that to-
Italian.
You see this like level 6 ranger, like I'm gonna take care of him. I'm gonna really mess him up.
Knowing that her significant other is a
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sure you can spar with him. He would love that.
Oh, spar. No, I want to be taken seriously. I want him to know that I am about business. If anyone in this, of the three of us siblings, is the serious one, he should probably know it's me.
Brother, I just want to tell you, he fights pit fiends. Like, for a living?
Or breakfast.
Pit fiend, well, pit fiends, like the demonic generals.
The ones in hell? The ones in hell, yes. yes.
Boo, I've never seen a pit fiend, but
I
maybe
killed
I would.
one.
I've
I
never fought
killed
one. How
one.
would I know? Oh,
I killed
well,
a
that's
pit
incredible.
fiend in hell.
You were never that great at fighting, so I would probably do well.
Oh. Well, I use holy magic, so I guess I didn't really
Well, that's
kill him. He
cheating.
actually
That doesn't count.
He actually killed
That doesn't
me,
count.
and then he killed him, so it doesn't really count, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna go sleep.
Okay.
If you could come with us, if
Right.
you want, or you can do what you
Yes,
gotta
of
do.
course. I have prepared a meditating zafu, one of these like meditating pillows, if you want it for your trance.
Okay, I can do that.
I was
You
going to
should
use
say
it
bye.
myself. It helps my skin routine, but I feel like it's not
Oh.
as important right now.
Oh no, I don't want to ruin your skin routine.
That's quite all right. Yes.
No, I'll stay with my.
No,
friends,
come on,
it's
come on.
okay.
You need.
Okay,
You need some.
okay.
I'll just bring the pillow. I'll just bring the zafu over to you. Very well. He turns on back. He, again, gives you a giant bear hug around you, just sort of smiles, looking at you. He says, "I will be right back." He leaps, turns into an elk, and just like runs off towards his tent. As you sort of look around, like, wow, you see a bunch of these other elves that you are like just sort of like familiar with from the village here, right? From Baseathil, from the town, all talking to you, all in Elven talking to you, like, Lady Nara, so good to see you back. We are blessed to have you return to us. We were all very concerned for you. We are so sorry with what's happening with your sister. Thank you for coming to us.
You're welcome. And thank you
As
for
you
the
have
kind words.
Some of them look at you a little weird, seeing the symbol of the Luxon on you, right? Not like, wow, that's weird that you have that. More so like, that's interesting. That's a development.
Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it?
You see some of them sort of smile and nod here. As you walk on off to find this little tent, meanwhile, we see another tent here with a bunch of like scroll cases and books upon it here. As Klaus, you turn around to look over and you see Alcina entering. I imagine a little frustrated after that sort of blatant dismissal from the Crown Marshal.
Yeah, she was pissed.
Yeah. You came over as an aide, as an ally, right? And this person heard that you were connected to. Apparently, not a lot of fans of the assembly right now. There's a bit of a divide going on. As Zach, I don't know if you are back or not.
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Oh, there you
No,
are. Do you want to play Klaus, or do you want me
Sure,
to?
I can play Klaus. It's fine.
Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. As you enter into Alcina, you look on over and you see Klaus there. Klaus, you have been sort of not bogged down with like the paperwork and all of it, but a lot of these like reports are coming to you, and a lot of these like Crown Marshal and his people here of the Righteous Brand, the army here, which by the way mostly works under the king, right? You guys are like a separate faction, not faction, but like Cerberus Assembly, representatives of the Cerberus Assembly. A lot of these mages that are here, these guys are like drip feeding you important information and scrolls and potions and stuff like that, and it's they've been keeping you guys on a leash. Like, it is obvious they don't trust you but want your magical services, right? And as a sort of situation right now, Cerberus Assembly is trying to be like, please, King, we are still friends. It's just that one of the most important of our members went rogue. Doesn't mean that all of us are bad guys, right? So you are kind of forced into a situation where you have to help them, even though you probably don't want to, because they're sort of being dicks about it. So as you look on around, you see there currently... oh my god, what did I do with the tokens? I stretched out the tokens. You see entering the tent there after some time. You haven't seen her in a little bit here. you see your old friend Alcina enter. Bit of frustration kind of obvious on her face.
They roped you in too, did they?
Roping is one way to put it. And she just kind of like shuts the flap behind her and makes sure it's kind of like closed.
There's like two other
Yeah.
mages in here who just sort of look over to you, Klaus, of like, should we leave? These are another like Cerber Assembly mages.
He'll kind of like wave them off so they leave.
Yeah, absolutely. One of them, like this beautiful sort of half elven mage woman, just passes her like coordinates of her sending stone to you, right? And she leaves. As you
as she leaves,
left
gives a little wink, you know. I'll see you later.
she blushes and leaves. As the flap sort of closes behind, with a snap of your finger here, Klaus, you can sort of put a little like sealing magic on it, so it's not audible outside what is going on in here. This is the very magical part of the war camp.
I just kind of watch the half elf walk away. They look back at Klaus. I feel like a bit too much of me rubbed off on you. But what
Is that
can you
such a
tell
bad
me about-
thing? I mean,
No, you wear it well. What can you tell me about the current situation that's happening here? What have you all been
Well-
able to figure out?
are you talking about the assembly or the empire or the bullshit politics that are going on?
I guess a little bit of all of it. We'll start with the more immediate threat about what do you understand about what is happening here in Baseus, still in the temple?
I mean,
Yeah, I can sort of, you can kind of recite it through me here if you want to, Zach. As,
go ahead, take over.
Klaus is
You are
very
Klaus.
much so. Yeah, I was gonna say Klaus can inform you of the following, and yeah, you can, as Klaus, inform her that over the last few months, this place has been pouring out all kinds of fiendish creatures, mostly kind of like minor ice devil creatures. But over the last few days, after the party returned to life, the heroes were returned, it went from like, there's like 6 tiers of fiends. In like power, right? It used to be like tier 1, 2, 3, and now it's constantly tiers 4 and 5. Right? Tier 6 is like the Pit Fiends and Balors and Garistros and all these like super fucking calamitous dangerous ones. Not quite there, but there's a lot of like authority devils and ice devils and powerful succubi assassins, and like it turned up the heat or turned up the frost, I guess, mostly like ice related kind of creatures, a fucking lot, to a point where like we were getting a handle on it. We were able to blast these apart. We knew how to like counter these. We were getting a beat on them, and now it's a whole different battlefield, and we are in the process of trying to adjust. But there is simply, you realize, like, it's a losing battle. There is no way we can hold out if these kinds of super powerful devils keep emerging. One devil emerged earlier tonight, killed like 40 people by himself, and then summoned a bunch of other devils to fight for him. And that was just like one guy. And then we've been dealing with multiples of that one guy for days, for a few days now. So you think like this is a losing cause here? I don't think, like, unless we do something seriously different, seriously dangerous and powerful, this is a losing fight. Trend has not shown his face the whole time. He is somewhere deep inside. The most skilled of our scouts have not, even through invisibility or obscuring illusion magic, not been able to go through, because there is this one area deeper in the temple, in the ruins, that has this massive gate that fully blocks off the underground area, and there is a set of devils there that have abilities to see through illusions and invisibility. Yeah. So like sneaking in to actually find information is impossible. Any divination spells have all failed, as it seems some sort of like anti-divination, like private sanctum spell of some sort has been cast there, making it impossible to scry. It is impossible to say what's happening. But there's some sort of a ritual, a rift is opening. A lot of demons and devils are coming through. That's what he knows.
That's what I know.
That is actually quite helpful. I think we will be, well, for better or worse, pushing our way down there and knowing that there's a gate and individuals watching that can see through everything saves us the effort of even trying that. Okay. I'm more than helpful, actually. Probably saved our lives with that.
That's what I'm here for.
What is the current state here in the camp? We're not tense. So you're not being
real
mistreated,
tense.
are you?
I think you've already picked up on that, though.
Yes. The moment I showed up and said who I was, just out, right, dismissed and told where to go. So
Yet the assembly doesn't have much weight right now with Trent betraying us like this.
So I'm going to make an executive decision here and say we need to clean this mess up. We need to bring his head back and let Ludinus present it. That should help with subsiding issues.
I mean, that was always the mission. Let's
I
get it
didn't
done
know
this
if
time,
it
though.
fell to the wayside. Yeah.
No, even when I was tasked to rescue you, it was said that I should take his life if I could, but getting you out was the priority. At least it was mine.
And I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have that. It's tense. Do you know?
And I'll say,
the-
Alcina, I was going to say, Alcina, information for you that Alondra probably would have shared from that divination spell. Yeah, apparently, we don't know this. Most of the people here don't quite know that. I mean, it's been shown to us. Talion kind of saw it through the illusion and showed it a little bit here. But what Alondra basically said through that divination is like, he's been drinking from that well of power of Lolth. He's actually very vulnerable right now to poison. I don't know what kind of poisons you guys got, but apparently he's pretty rough when it comes to poisons. That's what I was trying to allude to, but I was being fantasy
I didn't
talk
get
about
that.
it.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
you're
Oh,
fine.
sorry.
Do you?
I thought
have-
you meant like Lolf's poison. That's why I was like, how are we going to do
Yeah,
that?
quite literally. Lol's power is poison, and he's been apparently sipping a little too much of that kind of booze, where he's very vulnerable to poison damage, mechanically speaking, right now, is what you learned from that
That's
divination. You
really
were
good
asking
for
how to
Alondra.
take him down. That's what you learned.
Gotcha.
So, how many of our mages are present? Yeah.
DM, how many of our mages are present?
About 300.
300 strong.
300.
There's maybe altogether like 4,000 people here in this encampment.
But
That's good.
essentially, workhorses. They say, go here, and that's where we go.
No, I
Level 3 to
understand.
level 5 mages of different classes, right? Not super high level people.
And all of the other Volstracker entirely switched sides? Or are there some that are still with us?
Most.
I mean, he had them by the ear, right? He trained them. He was in charge. So when he defects, they were never really ours to begin with, I would say. That has become clear. They were his.
Well, fuck. Okay, that's good to know. All right, but What do we have in the way of poisons on us on hand, if any?
Zach, roll me a d100. On a 31 or above, you might actually, Klaus might actually have a stash of some deadly poisons around.
51.
51. You have, let's see, roll me a d4, and then roll me a d6.
3, 1.
Okay. You have 4 malice potions. Funny enough, but that's the name of it
those are
here. Maybe
good.
even
Those are
inspired by
good.
the current events. Malice potions, and you have 2 wyvern poisons.
Oh, sick.
Which, for reference, malice is a poison. You put it on a weapon or blow it in someone's face, and you stab them, and they make a con save DC 15 or become poisoned for 1 hour. And while poisoned, they are blinded as well.
Oh, shit.
And the wyvern poison is just, well, damage.
Yeah,
It's you put it on a weapon, it stabs a guy,
66.
DC 14 con save, or take
76, sorry.
7d6 poison damage. Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
like I said, you have 4 malice, 2 wyvern.
Okay.
I'm going to need to take those from you. I've understood it that Trent, in his current state, has developed a weakness towards poison. He's taken a little too much of this spider's stuff into him. It is an opportunity for us to capitalize on it with the aid of those.
No problem. Here you go.
Just out of your drawer, a bag of these, right? A satchel of these, and it's just a bunch of these like strangely colored vials and powders.
And then she like looks into his satchel, and it's like not even the most like crazy thing, you know? It's just-
Right? It's like, dude, I imagine these two have passed back and forth some crazy shit. Like, what's that? Like, this is the eye of like some sort of eldritch abomination I found. Take it over here. Like,
the head of a Medusa. You know, I don't know. It's-
right?
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Is more than helpful. I will say, anything that you all can lend magically, not just that you can provide me, but when we are going to attack that tomorrow, would be more than helpful. They are preparing to summon 2 very large devils into this world. We've already put a stop to one issue across the way. This other one is potentially far worse than what even that was going to be. I don't know if they're going to deploy you all or not, but I would say put your efforts less into hurting things and more into preventing any spells that you can possibly stop. Every single one. That I think would be a much more beneficial effort.
Again, Klaus as the sort of representative here in a way, right? One of the representative at least. You can just order these mages to like, hey, work out through the night. I don't care. Get exhausted. I need you to make some spell scrolls. And if you want them, they can make a few like spell scrolls or counterspell or something, or dispel magic or something like that.
Oh, shit, that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
I think that's what we'll
You have a
do.
scroll
Especially,
sweatshop?
yeah, we're gonna set the scroll sweatshop. I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously, if
Zach, roll me a
everybody wanted to-
d4 plus 1 here. We'll see how many of these scrolls your mages, Klaus's like mage assistants here, are able to actually make throughout the night. Like working through the whole night. 5
D4.
scrolls of your choice, plus 1, right? So
one, yeah,
5
okay.
total of your choice. How many dispel magic or counter spells combined, or anything else, right? You can tell them like make a fireball
Yeah.
instead, right? If you want any up to
Well-
3rd level spells.
I'm thinking that's a. I'm thinking dispel magic's pretty clutch. I mean, last time we really needed dispel magics.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, but we're also this time we are fighting Trent. That means counter spell is going to be like pretty important.
Mhm.
So I
How
guess
many
I'll
wish?
leave
You
it
want
to
me
the
to have
squad
some of
here.
them because my DC is pretty high?
It wouldn't
Well,
use your guys' spell DC. Spell scrolls use the DC of the crafter. This is a 3rd level spell, so it means the spell well, no, there's no save. Sorry, I'm thinking the spell magic does not have a save. Counterspell has a save.
Save,
However,
correct.
because it's a default magical item spell scroll, it would be a DC 13 con save, right? So they're not very
Oh,
likely to
terrible.
work against high con enemies. But if you have enough of them, eventually they might fail.
I think if that's the case, then it's completely worth just to do Dispel Magic, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because just some small
just-
dispels, even like just to target smaller things, would be.
Spell magic might be a lot
Yeah.
more effective because it's not a DC. You're just rolling a number. However, keep in
Yeah.
mind also you would be adding the proficiency. The modifier of the person who made this, so it would be a +3. Right? It would be a +3 roll for the dispel magic.
It's better than nothing.
I think that's going to be
It's
better than
more
the
likely
con
you
save.
guys roll well on dispel magic than I roll bad on counterspell. Right?
That's how I feel.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
cool.
like,
5.
you won't have the
Just
same
straight up 5 of
situation.
them.
Yeah, we'll do 5 Dispel Magics because, like last time, it was only Ayla
Did you
and I that could
maybe
Dispel
want?
Magic.
I don't mean to sort of like GM extra info give you help here, but did you maybe want a haste spell?
I was going to ask that too. I was going to ask if we wanted to haste because that's pretty good.
Did you want maybe like Spirit Guardians or like what's that one spell that's like cleric spell? It's like bonus action. Your attacks now do extra necrotic damage and also stop enemy healing or something, right? So there's that one as well.
Shit.
You know what I'm
Fly
thinking
is
about?
good.
There's one I forget.
Yeah.
Fly as well.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but like, I mean, I'm working with wizards. I figure I only have access to wizard spells.
Yeah, probably mostly going to be wizard and sorcerer and warlock spells.
So I'm
Um,
looking at Odo's chat here. Just so you know,
Odo,
last
yeah.
fight you have to remember, Dispelling Stones did not work on what we were trying to
Yes,
dispel.
because you guys figured out you needed like 7th level dispels to get rid of those. So the Dispelling Stones only dispel up to level 5. But they do like in an area, like everything in an area.
So I'm assuming that it's going to be a similar thing.
Possibly, but
Okay.
I was.
What do you
thinking
think?
about
5
these
spell scrolls up
being
to
used
3rd
on
level.
Trent.
Mhm.
Can I get an extra haste scroll in case I need it?
So okay, do we want to do how many haste scrolls do we want?
5.
Yeah. No.
Does Odo want
I
one?
would be comfortable with just one. Like,
Odo,
'Cause if
I
we
will
have-
say. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Just go ahead.
well, I was gonna say because like 4 dispels and a haste scroll.
Here's the thing.
Being able to just constantly throw a dispel at Trent will probably be beneficial.
That is nice. However, I will say Odo last fight was stuck pretty much the whole fight trying to get to the combat, right? He was trying to move through the battlefield the whole time and had a really hard time getting through everything. So Odo actually might benefit from a haste spell the most
Yeah.
out of everyone here.
So yeah, and he
Callie
said in the
also has
chat
some
here that he
spell
wants a
stones.
haste scroll.
Yeah.
So I think.
So how do
at
we
least
feel about
2 hastes and
Yeah?
3 dispels?
Yep, 2 haste. and
2
3 dispels
haste,
would be
3
perfect.
dispels? Sounds good. Alcina, you will receive those in the morning, okay?
Okay,
You can mark them down in your inventory.
cool.
Incredible.
So I have acquired 2 malice, or was it 3 malice?
Sorry, it's, I believe, 4 malice, 2 wyvern
4 malice.
poisons.
All right.
It takes an action to apply a poison to a weapon, and it
Not
lasts
for
on the weapon
Alondra.
for about a minute.
Alondra is a poisoner, so
If you have the poisoner feat, then it's a bonus action to apply the poisons.
Okay, that's awesome. And so it's 1 use of that per weapon, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Poisoner, look at that. She's gonna have an easy time applying those.
yeah.
Which, by the way, remember, you should make those poisons as well, Alondra. The ones in there in the feet.
Yeah.
He takes
I
you
do
a long
find
rest.
I
You spend
have
50 gold, and you make a number of these poisons that do 2d8 and poison an enemy. And you make a proficiency number of those per rest, as long as you have 50 gold to spend.
Oh, interesting. I
Does
should just have been doing that.
You never use this. I was amazed that you never ever used it. I was like, this is such an incredibly strong ability.
Well,
this is like
Because I
smite.
kind
This
of
is
thought,
basically
I'm
a
going to be
smite.
honest, I've kind of just thought that I could just have them. So I didn't realize I like had to keep track of all that. So I mean, I will.
Oh
from
yeah,
now on,
sorry. You
but,
make them. You spend material. You buy materials, and you just like make them. Which yes, you'll be able to do here. If you have 50 gold, mark it off, Zach, and you have yourself, I believe, with your proficiency, 4 poisons, poison vials
Great.
on you.
Okay.
Okay, dope.
question.
Alcina and Klaus, was there any other conversations to be had?
Well, I have a question real quick first. I have a poisonous kit. Would that benefit the poisons in any way? Like
It wouldn't
have proficiency using
benefit
it.
them. You can if you so it wouldn't let you like apply them as a bonus action like sort of like Alondra can, but you can try to make them more lethal over the long rest here, right? If you want to give me a poisoner's kit roll using your intelligence here, you can choose 1 or 2 depending on how high you roll of these poisons you have and make them higher DC or more damage.
26?
Ooh, nice. I will say your choice here. All of the Malice or all of the Wyvern poisons. Which ones would you like to augment? The Malice will have higher DC significantly, and Wyvern will do significantly more damage.
Can I split it between them?
Like half and half? Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll do 2 of the Malice and 1 of the Wyverns to bump them up.
Awesome. So, you can mark down. You have 2 enhanced or potent Malice and 1 potent Wyvern poison. The potent Malice, basically, instead of a DC 15, will be a DC 20 or become blind, while the Wyvern poison, instead of doing a 7d6 damage, will do 10d6 poison damage. Don't worry, I'll write these down. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay.
I will say, however, you will be doing this. We have all of these mages working for us to set up these scrolls. This is something you're doing yourself. I need you to give me a con save at the end of it so you can still benefit from a long rest by the time morning rolls around. DC 15.
19.
You're good. You get yourself a long rest after. You're exhausted. There's like 4 hours left. You're like, I gotta get some rest before you clunk out pretty fast after working with this. Honestly, probably the poisons sort of like kind of numbing you out a little bit help you kind of fall asleep a little faster.
All right. And then we have
Okay. And then 2 and 1 regulars.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is there any other conversations to be had in the camp here before the long rest?
One. I'm gonna look to Klaus as we're kind of like wrapping up things, and this is before you're like she decides to like turn in for the night. Has he shared any more with you on his new plan involving? And she just kind of gestures skyward.
No, it's literally been 4 days. By the way, it's literally been 4 days since you guys have been revived and came back. Yeah?
Oh God, it feels like it's been
Yeah,
so much longer.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's so much has happened and so much.
Well, then I guess the question would be then, has he talked to you at all about it? Like, not, has there been any more said, but like, have you heard any mention of this plan, sort of a thing?
I imagine so, because it's been years since.
Pause. It's an on pause right now. However, the newest advantage that has been gained is a certain weapon that has been introduced into the equation.
And then the red moon will rise again.
What? Has he told you anything about the weapon? What it is?
No, nothing. It was very much so like, okay, this is very interesting. This is going to be very useful in the future.
Yeah.
We got to go fight infinite demons. Otherwise, the king is going to literally exile or imprison us because one of our members turned out to be a psycho-patriot.
And when
Alright.
Klaus is talking about this, he's like pretty into it. He's like, he's drank the Kool-Aid.
Hell yeah.
No, that's
All right,
fair.
cool.
All right, no, I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing whatever comes from it. If you can get word to him, let him know that I will bring him the head, and we will go from there.
If not one of your friends, get it first. But yes, okay.
No,
I wish you the best.
I mean, they know that I have an assignment to bring it back. I would hope that they would allow me to honor what I have been tasked to do. If not, then I take it. This is still sealed off, right? No one can hear what I'm saying.
Only me.
Excellent. As you guys going to continue this conversation, we're going to jump across the camp here. Talion, I think as you are heading to one of these tents that is assigned to you,
Actually,
Oh,
I wanted to wait till
Yes?
everyone was asleep.
yeah, I think easily so, right? Everyone is we've been fighting non-fucking stop. You didn't actually take that much damage yourself, being all the way in the back, taking those snipe shots. Later, as that night rolls around, there's a lot of people on guard outside in the camp, standing guard, looking out. As you, with your incredibly high stealth, slink
Well,
out and
actually,
disappear at
I'm
some
not-
point.
I'm not going to stealth.
Oh,
I'm going to touch my ear cuff, and I'm going to change into my other half elf form with the lighter skin tone.
the one that was
of,
here before, right?
Mhm. And then I'm going to activate
Excellent.
my glamour studded armor to look like a righteous brand archer.
Okay. Got you, just like a
And I'm
scout
going to-
here.
And I will walk into the camps and I will ask where Lord Schreiber's tent is, and I have a message for him.
Yeah, absolutely. The soldiers will sort of point you a way here. They do tell you that this is a contingent of the Ogden Trust that is here on the behalf of the king, right? However, the retainer of the crown, Schreiber, he's not here himself. He's not a warrior. He's got nothing to do here on the battlefield. So you arrive, you see a group of these sort of all kinds of warriors, honestly. There's like roguish, quick types. There's big sort of burly, strong types. There's a few spellcasters. They have all kinds of types here. And they all wear sort of nondescript uniforms. None of them seem to be of like the same kind of similar uniform here. But there is a multiple of these tents, and you're pointed over to one of these. Excellent. You make your way on in, and in there, I think you see a few of these individuals in here. There's like a tall half-orc woman, there is a dwarven man, and then a familiar face of a savior of the party that you've met before, certainly. You see Merrick sitting on in there. Now, this one might be a little more complicated, but Will, would you like to roleplay Merrick and Talion, or do you want me to take care of Merrick here?
You can have Merrick.
Very good. Excellent. As you enter on in, you see a bunch of these people look on over, and I don't know if anyone but Merrick would be recognizing your current form. Would that be fair to say?
I think he would recognize my altered ego whenever I was like in
Yeah.
public in Mexican Trim.
Gotcha. You see he stands on up, and you see a bit of a smile at the corner of his lip. He approaches and sort of puts his hand on the side of your shoulders, kind of nods, looking you up and down, says, "Still in one piece? Very good. It'd be very disappointing to find out that after all that I went through to get you back, you were to fall in yet another battle. Certainly not, it seems.
Apologies, I cannot thank you in person, Mentor, but we did have a crowd around us last time.
Of course. Absolutely. Secrecy is our business. Well, it's good to see that you're back in one piece. The situation here, as you heard, is definitely difficult. There are all kinds of fiends that we don't even have in our codexes and scriptures that we would know how to counter easily. We're gathering information as fast as we can, but still, more and more strange things seems to belch out from the abyss. Lolth has a gripe with Wildemount as a whole, and she's not stopping until everyone's entangled in her webs. Although we've got a cure right here, don't we? Kind of looks to you, as the rest of these operatives of the Ogden Trust look to you. And I think probably Merrick is the only one who recognizes your form here. The rest of them might not know it, but I think at this point realize who you are.
I think a lot of these other people. I think a lot of these are people I trained with when I was a kid, and
yeah.
Like,
you see the
seal.
Yeah, you see all of them kind of look a little surprised here. The half-orc woman who is there, her name is Rainier. Rainier sort of stands on up and looks over and says, "Holy, haven't seen you in a long time. You disappeared for a while. I mean, we all assumed you were on some sort of a mission, but we didn't need information, so, still alive, That's good,
Well, I was dead, but
Right.
back.
Well, you got better. And they all kind of chuckle and laugh on along. You see Merrick kind of looks over to everyone, and everyone immediately sort of quiets down, as it seems that Merrick holds very much so like a position of authority over the rest of the people here. He says, "Be that as it may, our mission here is very crucial. You probably saw that the Crown Marshal and the rest of the soldiers here have gotten quite a bad feeling about the assembly right now. The truth is they're trying to come back into the good graces of the king and the country here. Trinagathon was the most, not trusted would be foolish to say, as we know, but the king relied on him for his power. Using that power now against us is the highest form of treason. So, that's why all of these mages are here. They're not doing it, I would guess, for their love of the Empire and our home here, and they're doing it just so everyone would praise them again. But then again, Schreiber thinks we should play nice until they show their true colors. In either case, I understand your group is going through an absolute ringer of trials. Combat after combat, battle after battle, and it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon, right?
No, that's why I was hoping to speak with Schreiber if he was here, but you're here, Mentor, and I'm going to share the information that I share with you with the Crown Marshal. And Tom will begin to explain what he shared with the Crown Marshal. He'll use his arcane talents that he didn't have before. So he starts showing them images of what Trent looks like now, the two pit fiends that he has summoned, the Chosens of Wealth. And he'll just explain in detail what he shared with the Crown Marshal and what he and his group have experienced in Bazzoxan.
Yeah, you see the dwarf that was sitting there, like, writing all of this down, like, copying it on multiple papers, writing all of it, like, speculations, connecting it to this little board of clues off to the side that he's working on. Merrick sort of looks you up and down and says, picked up some new talents, have you? Or is it some true calling that I never managed to push out of you?
More like it's convenient talents that I did not have before, and put to good use for the trust. For example,
Certainly.
I'll take one of the cups and I'll smash it into the table, and then I'll use my chronology to turn back time to bring it back to its full restitution.
Yeah. You see him sort of raise an eyebrow at this. You see other of these agents just sort of staring over, kind of curious. He sort of looks at it and says, that's the Luxon magic, right? Dunamancy, yeah?
One aspect of it. This is the manipulation of time. Quite handy when we encounter shredded documents that someone's trying to get rid of or burn, and I can restore it to its original form. The more higher forms of this magic, I can extend the years, but right now it seems I'm limited by at least 5 years or less.
Very useful talent to have. I'm sure it will come handy in the years to come, should we survive this whole ordeal, and by the will of the king, by the will of the country, and you see him sort of like press against this holy symbol and says, we will make it through this. You're going back right into the fire, or frost, I suppose, in this case. And the elves here have been very helpful to us, showing us many of the passageways, hidden forest passes and such, old shrines, and so that were great points of vantage, of perception and such. You said there's going to be some demon summoning going on. I don't know that we have the resources to stop some sort of demonic summoning like that, but if it is true that Ikathon has developed a sickness for poisons, that I can definitely help with. I had something put away just in case during that rescue mission, and he walks over to a little chest, pops open a little sort of strong box, and he brings up a vial to you of a dark black, sort of sticky looking liquid. He hands it to you. Purple worm poison, the deadliest you're going to find. You only got one shot. Make it count.
Thank you, Mentor.
Very well. Any other reports to be given? Anything else that we should know?
Italian ponders for a moment. Situation in Jorhas has become more manageable with the death of Ever Tong. They managed to stop the demonic incursion on their end. So right now we just have to deal with this here in the Empire. But other than that,
I suspect things will stabilize quickly in Jorhas, in the dynasty, now that their side of the problem is dealt with. We best make quick work of Ikathon here. I believe that the assembly would wish to be the ones to take claim for bringing him down here. I think, based on what Schreiber has spoken to me, we are to just observe for now. I don't think we need to be in a direct conflict momentarily, but this is put a lot of doubt in the eyes of the people onto the assembly. Our mage protectors for hundreds of years now all of a sudden have gone mad with power. That caused anyone to be very suspicious.
Duncan crosses his fingers together and places his chin against them. Our duty is not to seek glory, but to bring security to the Empire. Let the assembly have their glory if they want from the Trent. The rest of the Empire can sleep soundly knowing that the Trust will always protect them from the shadows.
Yeah, you see all of these people in the room here just sort of solemnly nod quietly, yeah? And you see Merrick, again, a tiniest little smile at the corner of his lip. He sort of claps you on the side of the shoulder twice and says, head back. Prepare best you can. Keep moving, never stop. And let those arrows find the space between the Archmage's eyes very soon.
Kind of give them a little smirk. Always mentor. Rest well.
You too,
when this
kid.
is all over,
You too.
maybe you'll have have Marigold. I'll have one of Marigold's pies again. I do miss them.
He just sort of kind of nods to you, kind of chuckles and kind of shakes his head. What are you thinking of at a moment like this? Monsters just beyond our gates. Some things never change, I suppose.
Good night. The town will depart the tent.
Yeah, incredible. You have fucking a vial of anthrax, right? An incredibly potent poison, this purple worm poison that is ready to go. You only got one shot. It's a big, scary poison. All right. You make your way back, and the night slowly goes on by, yeah? You guys all rest. You're able to get your long rests throughout the night. Yes. Oh yeah, Jess, I didn't see that. What is the DC up to? From 15, yes, to 20, yeah? All right. You all finish your long rest, get your spells back, get everything you guys need to get back. As the next day arrives, you see a large gathering. All the soldiers are up on their feet. All the mages are ready to move. The spells are ready. The mages are exhausted. As you're given all the spell scrolls, as you all look on out, you see the frost forest ahead. The snowy white powder slowly drifting down from above here. Cold wind, it slowly blows on by every once in a while. As you all see the Crown Marshal and the rest of the soldiers here up on their feet, ready to move. They look to you guys. A simple agreement is made. They will draw out as many of these devils they can, but they do warn you. You guys know now through information that you guys have kind of combined in bits of information that everyone here has gathered over the night. Most of these devils are powerful enough devils where if you're invisible, they're just going to look over and be like, oh, there, right? Most of these are powerful enough, true sight having devils. Detect magic having devils, intelligence spellcasting. It's the worst kind. Remember the crab demon guy, the Glabrezus that we were fighting when we were dealing with Viverktan? That was a spellcasting brute, right? And I know what you're thinking. That's not fair. That's both things. You're not supposed to be both. What we're dealing with here, because we went there first, now the situation here is worse. We are dealing mostly with a bunch of different spellcasting brutes, right? So there is no minions here. There is no weak enemies. This has become from like a very dangerous to truly deadly place. A few bad rolls could mean we die. And I'll tell you this, friends. Should we TPK again, there will be no second chances. Bad guys will ensure. Lolth will ensure nothing like this happens again. So, with that in mind, you gather your things. The armies have readied. The elves of Basea still are here. Many of them taking shapes of giant elks or winter hogs or different kinds of like snow panthers and stuff like that. As you see at the head of them, there is Aen, Inaris, the sort of warrior of the people of the elven peoples here, ready. He kind of gives a look over to you, Ayla, and gives sort of a nod. Again, for the rest of the people here, for the rest of these soldiers around him, he is just like slow motion, perfectly handsome, as you see the Crown Marshal draw his sword. Crown Marshal, by the way, as like the top military guy on this side compared to Taskin Varen. Varen is like giant glaive, two-handed wielding, has these like echo clones of himself that he can summon. This guy walks on out. He wields a like a simple looking, very efficient, simple looking short sword in one hand, and then the biggest fucking shield you have ever seen. It's a size bigger than a door, right? It's this like 9 foot tall and like almost like 4 foot wide shield that he slams into the ground here, ready to go. As he looks on out. Very good. As you all get ready here, the elves of Bastea still show you a path. Actually, they don't need to. Ayla, you know a path to like circumvent most of the woods and emerge close to the temple, to the corrupted temple. As you hear a boom, and you guys watch as in the distance towards the temple, chunks of stone go flying up into the air, as if something like exploded over there. And you guys swear for a second, all of you player characters here, and some of these more powerful individuals in the army, like the Crown Marshal, like you see some of the Kobold Soul people looking in that direction, some of the mages looking in that direction, a flash of dark red energy, like a beam, goes into the sky and fades. You get a very bad feeling about whatever the hell that was. As you hear this roar from the distance and the trees begin to fall over up ahead as the soldiers are all getting ready here, as you see the Crown Marshal stepping forth with this fucking barricade of a shield that he is wielding, as he runs forward and plants the shield down, as a icicle the size of a ship, this like 70 foot long, about 10 foot wide icicle slams into his shield, pushes him some 15 feet back, and fully freezes the shield with this like oval appearance to it now to the front of it, as he slams the back of the shield, shattering the ice in the front. As exiting from the forest is a gigantic, like nearly 60 foot tall creature of ice, like sharpened icicles and such, giant ice elemental with these like souls whipping, like black soul energy, like bunch of these souls whipping around at the center of him, as a group of large, these like massive insectoid ice devils and a bunch of these ice elementals that have been like bedeviled by evil devil magic begin to rush out, and all of these soldiers get totally like frightened as the Crown Marshal turns towards them, raises a sword, says, "For the king! For the empire! Attack!" And all of them go into a charge to counter this attack, and you see these devils are fucking mowing through the army here. These are incredibly deadly creatures here. You see your brother, Ayla. Aen looks to you, says, "There's no time to waste. Go, sister. May the Lady of the Moon be with you. Please return to us this time."
Of course, may she be with you. And then she's gonna run with them.
He turns into a gigantic frost eagle and flies off into the battle here. You see as he's casting like Hunter's Mark in his sort of like druidic form and then landing down, turning into his like dual-wielding ranger, attacking with his scimitars and stuff. As you guys begin to make your way off to the side, we see launching up into the air as a barrage of constant eldritch blasts, as we see Klaus up there blasting away. A bunch of these mages flying on up, starting to blast fireballs into these ice creatures here. All the soldiers sort of pushing on further. You see some of them being cut down and slashed from nearly invisible fast attacks. As you see there in the center of it appearing is Merrick with a flash of these like shadowy feathers, shadowy dark black feathers, stabbing at some of them and then twisting his blade as dark divine energy blasts through one of these ice elementals, destroying them as you guys push your way, avoiding trouble. I need stealth rolls from everyone. If you fail, we have to do an additional fight because you are found by a bunch of powerful devils who now want to fight you immediately. Group stealth roll, please. Oh, nice. If none of you gets under a 15, I don't even need to roll for like your combined average, which we're doing great on so far.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Let's go. Hey. Let's go! Incredible! Incredible. You are able to circumvent. There is a situation where a group of these like horned devils, which by the way, incredibly powerful devils, super powerful spellcaster devils, who look the most typical devil you can imagine, right? Red skin, big wings, big horns, giant pitchfork. They look the most archetypal devil-like. They come on by as you see them hold their hand out as you guys are sneaking by, and there's this whistling sound, and you watch as this devil fires 3 fireballs in a single turn into a crowd of soldiers. Just boom, 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 explosions that go up before they leap into the sky, get ready to fight. They throw their pitchfork that becomes a bolt of black lightning that hits into the battleground and activates a circle of death spell. As a bunch of these soldiers are dried out and killed, this is a brutal fight. You guys realize, like, okay, we gotta go no stop, we just gotta go, because if we take any short rests, maybe there's an army left. Maybe there's people left alive here. If we take a long rest at any point, no way these people survive here. The situation here is... That's a train. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. The situation is about 5 times worse here. There's a train devil mowing his way through the fucking battlefield. As you guys circumvent as many of these devils as you're going to be able to, you look on up ahead, and you see the area that you previously just sort of approached to get into the temple is no longer obscured, no more illusions, no nothing like that. Instead, a bunch of powerful corrupted ice elementals and ice devils seem to be roaming about. Beyond them, you see even more hellish, devilish creatures. You see... First of all, you see this, like, bipedal insect man that looks like a mantis with, like, massive mandibles where its mouth should be, holding a gigantic spear with a frozen shard at the top of it, who is looking out and speaking in Infernal to these, like, giant, craggy kind of elemental devils. And beyond him, landing on these 2, like, arches, these, like, elven arches that have been kind of knocked over, are what look to be almost like skeletons with insectoid, like, moth wings that have, like, piercings across all of their bodies. Their faces are, like, elongated and sharp and massive teeth. They have these, like, almost like a flower, opening of a flower kind of effect to the top of their heads, as they're hissing and looking on around, their eyes glowing with magic here. And beyond them, a gate that you guys one time entered, went on downstairs, and then fought all of those, like, Volstruckers and those Dark Paladins and all those people. As friends, I'm going to move everyone to a map, and as you guys arrive, I'm going to ask you guys what you're going to do. Here is the entrance to the temple.
Well, real quick,
there's
since we have a moment,
yeah,
I'm gonna give Odo a haste scroll.
Yes, you guys can cast. If you guys have any spells or abilities you want to cast that last 10 minutes or longer, right? So they can be like ongoing as you enter what might just be a straight up fight immediately, yeah? Against, these are these ice elementals you're seeing, these big like faceless sort of craggy pieces of like frozen ice. This is a ice devil that you see, that is walking around that is just like, no! Like screaming and screeching like orders at everyone here. And beyond him, you see another incredibly high, powerful tier of devils. These are bone devils. You think to yourself, these are all powerful enough devils where they can see through invisibility. They all have incredibly high perception. They all have incredibly high levels of magic. They are all incredibly durable of bodies. They're all really strong martial types. These are all powerful enemies. What do? We have stealth on our side for a moment, but the moment you guys step on here and see all of this, they are just going to turn and start attacking you. That's their one purpose. Okay, auto fire shield, okay?
I don't have anything the last 10 minutes.
Okay. Conjure
And-
Mind Elementors for an hour. Cool. Yeah. About 10 minutes. Also, by the way, just click that long rest button. You're still like half health.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
1 minute is too little. Most spells last 1 minute, but that's too little, right? You casting the spell is definitely going to be close enough to the enemies where they're just going to look over and we roll initiative without anyone else being able to do any prep, anything. Yeah, right. Alondra, you are concentrating on your conjure elementals.
Can I
Does
try
this look like something that people would have to jump to? Like this looks like platforms?
So these guys are on the same level as you guys. Sorry, the big ice devil overlord here is on the same level as you guys. The rest of these elementals are 10 feet down. It's a pit that goes down. And these guys all the way in the back are about 20 feet up on these pillars.
Hey, party. I want to try something a little crazy.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I got a
just
couple
gonna-
things I want to do here real fast before we get into something crazy.
Well,
I want to give this to the party. Real quick.
That looks familiar.
Ah, telepathic bond. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. All of you can telepathically communicate. No words needed.
so
Nice.
DM,
And Talion, what were you going to say?
DM, we're currently stealth right now. They don't notice us.
Yes, we see you guys like emerging like at this. There's like a snowbank, and you guys are peeking over the snowbank at the very edge of the map.
Okay, so I want to turn around, and from 120 feet away, I want to cast.
Before you do that, real quick, Talion.
Well, hold on, just.
Well, no.
Okay.
I've been trying to get to a moment where I can give him the information that I learned that a lot of these guys do see-through stealth and illusions and shit. So, just so he's informed.
I understand.
Right, I assume you guys shared all of your like learned important bits of information before this like mission beginning. Yeah, right. So that's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, 120 feet away, Talion is going to cast Dancing Lights, creating a glowing humanoid figure.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. It was a distraction of sorts.
I'm going to, so this 120 feet away, this glowing humanoid figure of light, and I'm just going to have it start waving to get the attention of the demons and devils. And then once they know they go after it, I can move it 60 feet a turn. So it's going to start running away. And my hope is that they will chase it.
It is likely that at least one of them will chase it, but they're probably not all going to go after it, right? In fact, I'll tell you this: as you conjure this up here, Talion, give me a Arcana or sleight of hand roll to do this without being noticed, without them being like, "This is suspicious," and then looking around and spotting the party. Yeah.
I'm going to use my free inspiration.
Aha,
Use
okay.
my inspiration to reroll.
One more.
17.
17. better than their passive perception enough here where they are distracted and you see them kind of looking the wrong way. They are bound to this service. They cannot leave, or even if they want to here, they can send out some of these minor devils to go for it. But I'll say this, Talion, you realize they are distracted enough by it where I will give you and the whole party advantage on initiative instead.
I'll take it.
Okay, excellent. And some of them begin to kind of break off and move towards this like illusionary person who waves to them and then begins to, move to sort of separate them a little more. Okay, is there any other spells or effects we want to cast here? As you realize, like, there's no way we sneak past these guys. We have to fight. Unless we can teleport the whole party across, unless we all have dimension doors and we can all just skip this part entirely, we might just straight up have to fight here.
I mean, Ayla could teleport us
Twin spell.
to the area.
They're all definitely going to look up and see you flying, and most of them probably can fly, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, but I'm asking, are these platforms where we would have to like jump, or is this a straight thing that we?
Oh no, that's
This is
so
clouds,
you guys,
correct?
right? No, that's snow. That's all snow that
Okay.
you're standing on.
But in order
Snow, and
to
it
get
dips
these-
down about 10 feet down below. So those guys are all 10 feet below you. I'll put little markers on them just to be
Okay,
obvious.
so they're only 10 feet, so they don't. So even this guy that's all the way up here in this thing, he's 10 feet up. They wouldn't.
That
be-
guy, I will reset them real fast. I'll put little markers on them so you guys know where all of them are. But they are all basically 10 feet below you. Except for the Ice Devil, who's standing on that giant destroyed pillar. He's on the same level as you guys. Bam.
Well, if they're not really high up that people can still get to them, then I won't cast that.
Okay, gotcha. Understood.
I mean, you can
Is there
just
any other precasting that we're doing? Yeah.
You could just teleport us across.
I can't
see where we're going.
I can't teleport you all the way over there. I don't think that. Wouldn't I need to know where we're going? I mean, like no.
Yeah, you need an object. It might be a random thing. You might teleport to a random other temple in the Exandria.
Yeah,
I mean,
Unless you took an object from it.
I know.
because like
I
she
don't
can
even-
see like where she's going, so she could like take a few minutes like familiarize herself with what she's looking at, couldn't she?
Yeah, but that's at best the teleport spell says you are familiar with it. Go ahead and roll, right? It's never guaranteed unless you have an object or a teleportation circle. So there's still a chance it might just like, okay, and now we're in Vasselheim in the temple, and you're like, how the fuck? No, wait. Magic. But a dimension door would be ideal, right? If we had a few people, if we had 3 of you with a dimension door, they can grab the adjacent person and they can all just 500-foot teleport past all of this. But I don't think we have any Cloaks of the Mountebank or enough dimension door spells to do it.
Yeah, all I have is my
Yeah.
what do you call it? My rug, but it won't teleport us. So
Okay.
And Thunder
I think we
Step's
just
pretty good,
have
that's
to.
kind of it.
Thunderstep is 90. This map is way
Yeah, I
bigger
know.
than that.
Yeah.
I will take out
And
my
also,
magic
not
carpet and
subtle at
stand
all,
on it.
right?
Nope.
Giant fucking thunder explosion teleport.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
take my magic carpet out and I'll stand on it since I don't have anything else to do.
Gotcha. You can just move it, use it as movement in the combat. Very good. Okay. The figure of light that Talion has conjured is starting to sort of lose their interest, right? As they're looking on out, but pausing like, no, we probably shouldn't follow it that far. You realize this is a perfect opportunity for ambush we're going to have. We're not going to be able to teleport past them. We can't go past their, like, sight, you can see through invisibility and stuff like that. We're going to have to fight. So that said, as you guys have the upper hand for a moment, I will ask all of you guys to go ahead and roll initiative with advantage because of Talion here. So go ahead and roll twice and take the higher of the 2 rolls.
Take my 17.
26.
26, let's go. Good rolls, mostly good rolls for everyone here. Vigilant blessing. You can give one person advantage. We already have advantage. In this situation, we have advantage for everyone for Talion.
Yeah.
Yes, you all have advantage
I didn't
because
roll
Talion conjured a sort of like a fake person made of light that distracted them enough here to give us advantage. Clever use of
I'll keep my
magic.
17.
Yeah, better keep the 17. That's fair. Okay, everyone adjust those numbers in the roller there. I would like you all to go ahead and move yourselves as a part of this ambush attack. Go ahead and move yourselves anywhere up to this point, like almost halfway through the map. I don't know if you guys can see where the line I'm putting is.
Oh, up there.
Wherever you want to start this combat.
Well, against better judgment, I'm gonna go for this guy right here. Hi,
Both
Odo.
of you are going for the biggest guy. Yeah. Very good.
Well, they can collapse.
Well,
it.
I mean,
That's
if
fine.
Alcina's gonna be there, then he'll step back and deal with these guys.
Both of you run for the middle, and all of the ice elementals just rotate to look at you. Very good. Talion, what were you saying?
Talion's gonna stay put. He's in the perfect
Yeah.
archery position.
I like
Odo,
that
just
for you,
stand-
Will. You're like, I am on the map, and therefore that is perfectly good enough, right? I just need
That's
to
what
be
I
on the
did.
map.
That's what I did. I never moved.
It would
You're like, move yourself. I'm like, why would I?
Range characters, man. Range characters.
it would help a
Hell yeah.
lot, Odo, if you moved just a little more that way.
Ayla going down as
Oh.
well there. Okay.
Like
That good for your plan
little
there,
lineup
Alondra?
there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I got you. I believe
Okay.
you.
You guys look over and you immediately see as they swivel around, they start shrieking angrily at you all as we roll initiative for these guys. First of all, ice elementals. Abysmal. Next up, the Ice Devil Overlord. Whatever I roll for this guy, he gets an additional +7 to his roll. 25. Okay, yep. Next up, we have the Bone Devils back over here. Whatever I roll for these guys, they add a +3 to their roll. 15 for them. Okay, yep. Boom, boom, like so. That is all of the bad guys here. As you guys rush on up, this Ice Devil turns to look at you all and screeches. And he raises his spear up into the air, which causes all these ice elementals to like rage and get ready to fight here. As he points forth and calls out, "Mortals of Exandria, I will enjoy watching you die." And he starts getting ready to meet you in combat here. But as we leap into the air, blades drawn, magic flying, flinging, everything slows down for a moment. We linger on the face of this ice devil here, sort of grimacing at you all. And that's where we're going to pause the session for tonight, friends. As we will jump into this beginning of this combat properly at the start of next session. We're going to jump on into it. Thank you, everyone, so much for gaming. As always, we're finally back. A lot of RP, a lot of like preparation and planning this time around. Very good, very good.
Hey, Jay,
Yes.
Good question.
Oh, yes.
Are we updating the payments to 18 now, or
No, not for
No,
this
that's just for
campaign. For this
Sunday.
campaign, will stay the same. That is for the Sunday game, yes.
Understood.
Thank you for asking. Yes. Good stuff. Everyone, thank you as always. We will be back next week. Yes, everyone, have yourself a great week. I'm super.
You had to
ready.
say it. You had to say it.
No. It's good. It's good.
See you guys
It's fine.
in 2 weeks.
No, stop, no. But yes, see you all definitely in 2 weeks. Sunday for the start of that campaign. Well, this week and a week and a half, really. Quick question for Will. On your schedule, are you going to be available for that Sunday after this one to play? That first session.
1 second? I have my game schedule has been posted for the season, so I know all the dates.
Gotcha. So it would be the literally 1st of March.
Yeah, no, I'll be there.
I believe.
My LARP isn't until March 27th to the 29th. So you guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got plenty.
You got me for all of March till the end.
Hell yes. Dope. All right, everyone. That is it for the session here tonight. You do not level up. Thank you all so much for gaming, and I am super excited to continue next week.
Throw it in our face at the very end.
Okay, boom! Right there. Yes, Will, if you have some time to talk about your character for the Sunday group, if you want to give me like 10 minutes to grab something to eat real fast, I'm down to chat. Or we can leave it for like tomorrow or, weekend. Weekend would work ideally, honestly, for me. I'm a little tired because it's early in the morning.
I'm gonna chat if you need to, if you want to.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't catch that.
I'm good to chat now if you want to, or do you feel like start resting and then we can tackle it tomorrow?
That would be, if that's okay with you. I'm kind of getting tired over here. That's why I want to dedicate some attention to it.
Totally understandable, and I'm good to go Friday to talk after.
Hell yes. All right, gang. I will catch you all later. Everyone stay safe out there. Take care of your loved ones. And thank you for gaming. Yeah. Peace out, everyone. Get ready for the session zeros. I'm gonna hit you guys. I'm gonna hit you guys up on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, for the session zeros. Whoever's available.
Me.
I'll say
Sunday.
Saturday.
Very good.
Saturday, I'm unavailable. I'm going to be at my parents for my dad's birthday. But I will be back.
I will keep that in mind.
Sunday.
I'll
also be here
Coolio.
Sunday.
I should be good anytime after 5 Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, I'll check in with everyone. I'll send a little message, ping everyone in the chat here, see who's available, who's not, and then we'll assemble some Session Zero teams. All right, until next time, everyone. Peace out. For real this time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. That was super fun. Good to get back into it. We'll be playing again next Thursday, and then hopefully the Sunday after that one, March 1st, I believe. We'll be back on Sundays for the new Graying Lands campaign, because our Dawnguard campaign is over. Sad. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm just going to go ahead and stream here, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Have a good Friday, then a good weekend.